You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's going on, family? It's that boy Malachi in the building, and we are back. True Media Podcast, man. We are back. We back up in this BI. True Media, it is what it is, man. Got a lot of great things going on. Very optimistic. I know what is the day is the 15th. For some of y'all, no, the 14th. For some of y'all have given up on your New Year's resolution already. You know, they say normally, hold on. Make sure y'all can hear me. I need to make sure y'all can hear me. I think y'all can hear me because everything looking green over there. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Y'all can. Yeah, everything looking good. Yeah, about right there. Put everything about right there. That's how I can hear on it. So I see what my settings be low. My settings be low. You know what it is? My settings be low on my soundboard. Yeah, I got a dusty soundboard on my settings be low. That's what be throwing me off sometime too. You get what I'm saying? That should be throwing me off, not throwing. That's how we say. That's how we say it in the South. Yeah, we be throwing, dog. You know, in the South, we will never pronounce the wrong. Never listen. The most improper English that you're ever going to hear in the South, man, we don't pronounce nothing right. Every word is the slang too. Children, the old women, they don't say children. They say cheering or chillins. Cullens, chillins. Yeah, them chillins over there, or them cheering. You know, yeah, them cheering. Yeah, we will never pronounce. You know, we'll never pronounce it right. Never cheering or chillins. Yep. You know what I mean? Never. Ain't nothing pronounced right. I remember I used to live in Orlando, right? This when I was going to Full Sail. I was at Full Sail, learned how to engineer at Full Sail, musical engineer, right? And I used to work at this bar off of International Drive. It's a hotel. It's a hotel called the Rosen Inn Hotel, right? Mr. Rosen is an old Jewish guy. I don't know if he's still alive right now. Maybe he passed it down to the son or whatever. But yeah, it's like a road. If you from this hotel, all the tourists come here. All the Europeans who leave the leave the UK and stuff, they normally come to this hotel. That's all I'm staying at. 95% of the people that the residency at that hotel was from either from the UK. We talking about anywhere around the UK. You know, whether it's Liverpool. I met people from Liverpool. I met people from London. I met people from just different sections, right? I met people from Scotland. I met people from Ireland, right? At this hotel, right? And I can tell you something. Them motherfuckers from the UK can drink. Them some drinking mofos, bro. Them motherfuckers can drink. Like they can drink. You get what I'm saying? You ain't out drinking no motherfucker from the UK. I can tell you that right now. Man, bro, like, they was having a debate, right? Some people from Scotland and some people from Ireland, they were debating on who can drink who has a high alcohol. Because see, they have a high alcohol tolerance level. I'm not saying they can't get drunk. Everybody can get drunk, but they have a high alcohol tolerance level. Like they can drink. These motherfuckers drink about shit. I never heard of a shandy before. I didn't know what a shandy was until someone from the UK. Yeah, man, make me a shandy. So I had to learn how to drink. Shandy is like a shandy is a beer, a lager with a Sprite on it. Sprite on top. You top it off with a Sprite. That's a shandy, right? So you get like Budweiser. Well, Budweiser, because and I had to learn all of the European beers, right? Like, give me a Budweiser with a, make me a shandy. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, the motherfucking drink, boy. I'm talking about the women, the men and the women. Shit, man, shit. I'm fucked up off of 2 wine coolers. I know goddamn well I ain't no big dog. What's wrong? Yeah, all right, man. I don't drunk them 2 wine coolers, dog. I'm staggering and everything. Yeah, no, I'm not a drinker. If I do drink, it's like if I may take a shot every now and then. If I do drink, I take a shot of tequila. Don Julio, I take I like Don Julio. It's something about that. I like the Don Julio or any kind of Jamaican rum. I like, I'm talking about just a shot though. I do a shot. That's it. Could I get the quick head rush? Yeah, any kind of Jamaican rum. The Don Julio or any kind of Jamaican rum. I'm good. Oh yeah, now some good green now. Shit, right now, I'm talking about right now. I might smoke a motherfucker under the table right now. Yeah, you ain't gonna better hang with me, dog. Because you want to go papers. Nah, we ain't doing papers. We finna go straight to the bong. I'm gonna take it straight to the bong, dog. Yeah, we ain't doing papers. You smoking papers and blunts. That's for sissies, nigga. I'm over here with the big dogs. Go in there, boy. Go in there and get some. Boy, go in there and get some of that good. Listen, go in there, go ahead and get me a bucket of ice. Bring that ice over here. Get me some ice cold water. And this is what we gonna do. Yeah, you put that blunt up, dog. We ain't doing that. As a matter of fact, nigga, smoke this. Show me you a big dog. I got this whole cap. Let me fill this whole cap up. Matter of fact, nah, don't hit him with the sativa. Go straight to the indica on him because he's talking a whole lot of shit. We finna find out how tough this nigga is. Don't worry about it, dog. I got you right here. Bam, pack it up a little bit. Okay, now go ahead. Give him that torch. Now go ahead. You know what I mean? Inhale and hold. Got to smoke it till you start choking and coughing. You're going to feel like you about to die. When you start choking and coughing, you're going to feel like you about to die. I'm telling you right now. But once you get over that feeling, dying feeling, I'm going to tell you something, boy. Once you get over that, you're going to be like, God damn. True. That's when it's working. Is it, if you ain't choking and coughing off of hitting the ball, you ain't hit it right. It ain't working, dog. It ain't. You got to be choking and coughing. I'm talking about you're gonna be like coughing, and then it's gonna make you sometimes feel like you about to throw up, but then you'll spit because you'll spit, right? You get what I'm saying? Like for real, it hit like that. When you can do that on a consistent basis. Okay, don't worry about it, dog. After you damn near coughed up a lung, don't worry about it. Okay, hit it again. You got to hit this whole little stash right here. And then we going to pack it again. And I'm going to see, can you go for round 2? You get what I'm saying? That right there, nigga, that's what I'm talking about. True. Yeah, give me that. Somebody said that wax a killer. Yeah, that wax a mofo too. That wax, oh my God. I don't have that wax before. Yeah, I don't have that wax before. The dabs, man, I don't did all. Man, talking about them dabs, man, shit. Oh, man. Shit, smoking the wax take you higher than the bong. The wax take you higher than the bong. The wax and the dabs, man, that shit had you in La La Land, bro. That shit had you in La La Land. I don't have many conversations with myself on that dab, bro. This nigga sitting outside, sitting on the patio, looking at the ducks. Hey, I'm sitting on the patio, looking at the ducks. they having a conversation. Think all them goddamn ducks. Man, y'all some whole ass niggas, dog. That's all y'all want to do. Just keep decking. Just come over here to my house, sitting in the lake, and just duck. You know what, man? I'm finna call. Who you decking? I'm finna call your opponent right now. Nah, nigga, don't try to run now. Don't sit right there. Hello. Hey, man, what's up, man? Wait, what's up? Hello. Hey, Boots, what's up, Boots? Yeah, what's up, coach? We from Philly. We really don't fuck with you like that. Yeah, I know y'all really don't fuck with me like that. I don't give a damn, nigga. Anyway, yeah, but check this. I just called you for one reason only. What's up? I see Virgil over there. Hold on, let me flip the phone over so you can see. I'm FaceTiming this nigga, right? Flip it over. You see him over there? Virgil. What? I got Boots on the phone. For real? Yeah. I FaceTime. I got him. He can see you. He can see me. yeah. You saw him? Did you see him? Man, that wasn't Virgil. That was a duck. That's who it was.
True,
Fuck you mean?
True.
There was some ducks, coach. I know there was some ducks. I'm showing you where they at. They over here. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These niggas over here ducking. Yeah, we ain't going for that. Listen, nobody getting the pass this year. I don't give a damn. I don't want to be friends with none of you niggas. I'm fine. I'm good. I got enough friends. I'm trying to get rid of some of the friends I got now. So I ain't worried about that. Again, my favorite fighter retired. My favorite fighter of this era retired. You get what I'm saying? So he retired. So everybody else is, hey man, it is what it is. I'm just telling you.
True.
Just telling you now, because you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta get up to that level for a nigga to, that's what they say. There's levels to this. There's levels. You gotta get up to that level to make me make you my favorite fighter. No, boy, that's my favorite fighter right here, boy. Nigga, I'm trying to tell you, boy. First, you can't talk that talk and ain't putting the work in like that. Did you get what I'm saying? It's what you do and how you perform on a consistent basis. Remember, boxing is about who you beat and when you beat them. Boxing is about who you beat and when you beat them. Period. You know what I mean? Not like a motherfucker say nigga, I beat, let's see. I beat Sugar Ray Leonard. Listen, that's like me coming. All right, that's like me coming on this show right here. I don't came on the show, no Diddy. You know what I mean? I sat down, turned the show on. We talking and stuff. I'm like, yeah, man, trying to tell you, dog. Oh, Lady Shan, what's going on, Shan? Shout out to Willis. Just so sick. Shout out to Schoolo. Schoolo, what's going on? I'm like, Schoolo. Yeah, what's up, coach? Yeah, nigga, I just guess who I just knocked out? Who? Sugar Ray Leonard. You knocked out Sugar Ray? Yeah, man. I'm telling the nigga bought this to me in the store, dog. I squared off with him, and he threw that slow ass jab out there, and I got on the inside, and bam, caught him with that mean left hook and came with the straight right. You know what I mean? And followed it up with another left hook and dropped him and knocked him out. You get what I'm saying? And I'm coming over here bragging about Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray, 69 years old.
True.
That ain't the same Sugar Ray from that ain't the same. Listen, that ain't the same Sugar Ray. Hey, that ain't the same Sugar Ray. Nigga, I don't knock out the 70, 69, 70-year-old version of Sugar Ray. So it's who you fight and when you fought them. Because if you fight a name, but then you fight that name at the wrong time, it devalues the victory. Perfect example. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. There's a duck from Dallas, Texas. We ain't gonna say his name. There's a duck from Grand Prairie, Texas, which is Dallas, for what I'm here, that wants to fight a Jamaican American fighter by the name of Errol the True Spence from, where he from? He's not from Dallas. He's from, where he from? What's the county outside of Dallas? What does BoxRec say? Where else Smith from? DeSoto. Yeah, that's it. Shout out to Daniel. DeSoto, the Texas very own. Errol the True Spence. This duck want to fight him. Now, this duck been active. And we need to see Errol Spence in a tune-up fight. No, I don't want him to have a tune-up fight. I want him to fight him right there in Dallas, Texas. I'm not going to say his name. We ain't going to say his name. I done ran his fans off. I done ran up a lot of Canelo fans off. Somebody in the chat, you know what? Coach Eddie. Shout out to Coach Eddie. I'm gonna pick it back. Y'all remind me of the story because I'm detouring a little bit. Coach Eddie said, "Man, a lot of them Canelo fans, they don't fell out. The phone don't ring no more like it used to. All of them left." And then we named some names. Well, what the dude is, somebody said, "Well, Martin from Oakland went at." We ain't seen Martin from Oakland since then. Goddamn it, since Canelo lost, goddamn it, I ain't really seen him. You know what I mean? I know Martin from Oakland, he loved Canelo, and I think he loved Virgil Ortiz. So I've been on Virgil Ortiz bumpers. I know he probably don't like that. I was like, damn, I ain't even noticed that. Motherfucker disappearing. Destroyed. Listen, one thing about Terrence Crawford, I will say this about Crawford. We're going to call him World Breaker Hulk. He not only destroyed fighters, he destroyed fan bases. Like, Bud is the only fight. This nigga destroyed fan bases. Not only do I destroy your favorite fighter, but I destroy fan bases. Them niggas, you get what I'm saying? They just destroyed them. Broke up. Then they go to latch on to somebody else. You get what I'm saying? God damn. Canelo, bro, I thought Canelo had some of the best fans in the world. Until September 13, 2025. I thought Canelo had some of the best fans in the world. As soon as he got his ass whipped, they went to throwing down the flag. No more La Raza. You know, you don't see him in live shows no more. I don't see him on the Boxing Boys. They don't come over here. No, I don't see him nowhere no more. They just disappeared. I said, damn. No, they disappeared, bro. Went to talking about, then they went on a dismerchification campaign. Not only did they disappear, they went on a dismerchification campaign. What do I mean by that? Oh man, Canelo was old. Crawford beat an old, worn out Canelo. Wait a minute, man, but Crawford is 3 years older than Canelo. He is? Yeah, 3 years old. Crawford, old man, he got grays in his beard and everything. He look like old. I just spoke to him yesterday when we spoke. FaceTime. Let me see. Nigga, he look old. I'm like, I'm gonna tell him that damn bud, man, you shit. Damn, dog. He look like an old junkyard dog. Yeah, he look like I told you, he's an old junkyard dog. Yeah, I bought it. I bought the super glue. I got the super glue right here. I got. Okay, guys, wait a minute. Mama Ho, wait. Coach. Yeah, what's up, Mama Ho? Coach. Mama Ho, what's up? Coach, I'm just saying, can I get the microphone for a minute? All right, hold on. Hey, guys, wait a minute. Just want to let you guys know I'm doing this show on Fridays. Every Friday is going to be Mama Hofield Fridays. And, I got to get my hair done every week. So I have all the stuff I need to do my hair. I'm going to make sure, guys, when I show up on Friday, which Mama Hofield Fridays from this point forward for the rest of 2026, I have everything I need to do my hair. This is crazy glue. It doesn't take much. Yeah, I just need to, glue it up right here, and you get what I'm saying? Just make sure it's okay. True. Man, give me the microphone back, Mama Ho. Mama Ho, give me the microphone back. Stop it. Stop taking the microphone. Mama Ho, shut up, Mama Ho. I got to do a live show. All right, yeah, man, that's Mama Hofield. I'm going to let Mama Hofield get a segment. Mama Hofield going to do a segment on the show once a week. Mama Ho trying to gotta get her hair done and shit, That's the secret, lady. That's the secret, lady. If you ladies got your edges, if you missing your edges and they falling out, the secret is crazy glue. I'm telling you, that shit work. That's what I heard. I don't know. That was Mama Hofield told me, huh? That was Mama Ho told me. Who am I? You know what I mean? That was Mama Ho told me. You know what I mean? So y'all might want to consult with her. Let's see. Hold on. When man bus spoke? Let's see. What time was that? No. Yeah, I don't want to click on it because if I click on it, yeah, that was yesterday. That was like, you know what? I remember that was like 8 o'clock. That was like 8 o'clock because he was at his son is in a wrestling tournament, the wrestling match, and he was at the wrestling match with his son. No, he got about 20 kids, so Well, yeah, it's about this, you know what I mean? So anyway, so shout out to the Cardinals. So what was I talking about before I detoured? I told y'all gotta remind me. You know the ADE don't kick in on the weed and shit. My short-term memory bad. What were we talking about? I was explaining something. Damn, I forgot. So I be hating. I hate when I do that shit. I'm like Gray. Gray said, man, I hate when I do that shit, man. God damn, man. You know, God damn, I hate when I do that shit, man. God damn, fucking hung the phone up. I'm getting kind of like Gray right now. Yeah, we were talking about the fan bases. Yeah, the fan bases, right? So, like, man, they disappeared. I say, damn, bro, like World Breaker Hulk for real. This nigga just come through, destroy planets and shit, break crews up, and then just leave them fragmented. Motherfucker don't even know what happened. Yeah, what happened? I don't know, man. Some dude named Children of the Corn. You know, that was the movie came, Children of the Corn from Nebraska, right? Yeah, you know, Children of the Corn came through, dog. I don't know, man. He whooped some nigga from DeSoto. You know what I mean? Then he whooped this dude here from Mexico. You know, then he just retired. He said he done. He like, man, look, man, been doing this shit 17 years, dog. As a pro, nigga, I'll be 39 this year, 39. I'm like, god damn, what y'all want a nigga? Y'all want a nigga to fight till he's 40? Hey man, motherfuckers mad. Motherfuckers mad that a motherfucker can't retire. Yeah, man, he retired. Like, because the only one that was complaining was that the motherfucker who was hating on him. Yeah, he retired. What he retired for? He's 38 years old. Oh, 38 ain't old. But y'all just said that the reason why he beat Canelo, because Canelo was old. But was Canelo old? But you know, he old, but the younger guy's old and the older guy is young. Nah, he just said we wanted to fight. Tell him to go down and do undisputed at 160. I said, who your favorite fighter is? You know who my favorite fighter is. Okay, well, why are you requiring the fighter that you don't like? Why you want him to do shit that you don't even require your fighter? So what nigga got to be Superman? He got to fly through, jump through all these hoops just to please you. But your fighter, you got him in the winter protection program. Well, he ain't got to fight him. My fighter, the A side, you know, it's about putting bus in seats. You know what I mean? My fighter sell tickets. My fighter popular. He got more Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter followers than you. I'm like, oh my God. To this day. True. I ran these niggas off the block. We done ran them off the block, dog, successfully. We finally ran y'all off the block. Took you long enough. We finally ran y'all off the block. Y'all was some pain freaks now. You know what a pain freak is? A pain freak is someone that loves pain. You just a gluten for punishment. No matter how much I whoop your ass, you'll go home, lick your wounds, and come right back and think you can re-whoop me again. Yeah, I'm gonna whoop you this time. Nigga, you 0-10 right now. You finna be 0-11. You know what I mean? Just keep coming back like, God, man, why the motherfucker? Dude, didn't I beat your ass last time? You know, nah, nigga, I want a rematch. Rematch for what? Rematch for what? I threw 400 punches, landed 399 of them. You know what I mean? 390. I threw 400 and landed 399. Knock you out, put you to sleep. You went in a coma for 30 days, woke up, now you back in the gym training, holler about you want a rematch. For what? Well, now one thing I will say about my detractors and haters and YouTube channels. I've done such a successful job in destroying these niggas that they really get the point. They don't call no more. They really get the point. They like, man, you know what, dog? We hit this nigga with everything. I'm Black Freezer. Man, we hit this nigga with everything, dog. And this shit ain't working. Every time we think we catch him with a good one, he come back with 3, 4, 5, 6 more shots. For every 1 punch we land on him, he landing 6 and 7. He throwing punches and bunches. Digitally, of course. You get what I'm saying? Digitally, of course. Yeah. Hey man, yeah. I ain't the one. I'm seasoned. Nah, I'm the wrong nigga to fuck with, dog. I swear to God, I'm the wrong nigga to fuck with. I am seasoned, nigga. I'm a vet at this shit. They talking about giving me the Purple Heart. You two hit me up the other day. You know, in the military, you get all these different medals and shit for how long you been in and what you serve. You know, they told me, yeah, we gonna give you the Purple Heart, coach. You will, yeah. You know, you put in work out here on these streets. You put in some work now. You defeated quite a few boxing communities. You did that. You done made a few niggas shut their channels down, and your troll game was on a whole nother level. Them niggas, boy, they cannot fuck with you. Like you showed them. You don't pull out the ski mask. You got the Mexican flag right here. You got the motherfucking Pew Pew 3000. You got Mama Holyfield wig. You got, bro, I'm talking about, boy, like it ain't even. But listen, you got your GoCon beeper right here. You know, you got your sidekick. You know, anytime. And if I gotta really get spiritual on you niggas, I burn one of these candles. See this candle right here? This is pumpkin and spice. I burn this pumpkin and spice candle right here. That's when I really go in my bag. You don't want me to do that.
True.
You don't want me to do that.
True.
You don't want me to do that. Anyways, let's get into the show. Brian Norman Jr. fires dad as lead trainer. Which trainer will Brian Norman hire next? Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the interview yesterday, I got a chance to look at all of it. Well, you know what? I didn't look at all of it. I saw like the first 30 minutes of it. Because it's like 40-something minutes long, if I'm not mistaken. I saw like the first 30 minutes of it. I was like, okay, cool. And I spoke to him. I spoke to him and stuff like that. And I sat back and I was like, thought about it. I said, yeah. So much had went through my mind at the time. So much was going through my mind at the time. I said, God damn it. You know what I mean? Again, he fired his father or removed his father as his lead trainer. He didn't fire his dad for being his dad. And I think some people getting it twisted, right? Now I know Greg Hackett, them boys over there in Philly, they getting off right now. They getting off real decent right now, boy. But they getting off. I'm hearing niggas holler about, yeah, man, Greg Hackett need to be his trainer. And then Greg said, yeah, I talked to the young bull on the phone. Then I spoke to the young bull. He was like, man, I ain't talked to nobody, man. I ain't called that man. He said, I ain't called that man to talk to that man about nothing. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right. Greg said, you called him. Y'all had a long conversation. So that shit sounded crazy. I was like, what the fuck you gonna call Greg for? I said, come on. If all the people Brian Norman gonna call, why he gonna call Greg for? Of all niggas. You know what I mean? Because Greg gonna take that shit and troll like a motherfucker. You don't know when he trolling because he have a poker face when he be trolling. He'll say some shit and be dead serious. That's it, nigga. Just a line.
True.
Greg be trolling like a motherfucker. He be trolling. That nigga funny as hell. I was on Greg Hackett live show last night. Man, I couldn't sleep last night, fam. Man, hey, listen. Boy, I had insomnia like a mug. I was up late last night watching Greg Hackett interview. Watching Greg Hackett gloat and everybody, he was drinking out of a red cup. I left a comment in the chat and all that stuff there. Then Mill City went live. Brian Norman Sr. on there. All in the videos. I said, oh my God. I said, this Brian Norman Sr. Hey, that's my nigga though. I fuck with him. I fuck with him heavy. But then I'm like, oh my God. This is where he can't. Listen, all in the videos like Diddy. I say, man, why are you? And I'm saying to myself, man, why are you on Mill City? Like, listen, this ain't no shade to Mill, because I know Mill getting his money. Mill City getting his money. Mill, you smooth with it though. Mill real smooth with it. Mill know I do great numbers when Brian Norman Sr. is on my show and Mama Holyfield on the show. So he'll get him on there. I just need to get him on there. Like Mill City is the Say Cheese TV of YouTube, of boxing, in the YouTube boxing. I just need to get him on there. Let the nigga lie, say whatever he want to say. Mill know these niggas be lying. I ain't talking about I'm talking about Mama. Mill know these niggas be, yeah, so So which one of the 5 styles that Muhammad Ali did? Now, Mama Holyfield don't know. Mill is trolling him at this point. I said, oh, this nigga slick. He know that when Mama Holyfield go to talk about that 5 styles of boxing, listen, it's the 5 styles of boxing, it's the 3 defenses. Nigga, matter of fact, all right, guys, wait a minute. Told you I'm getting my hair done. See, you see the glue? Wait a minute, guys. I promise you, I'm gonna look good for you guys tomorrow. I'm getting my hair done right now, so you can see. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Lady Shan. Wait a minute, I'm getting it done right now. Stephanie, I'm getting it done. Wait a minute, just a little glue right there. So there's nothing, it's kind of falling back more. There's nothing that a little glue won't fix. Don't worry, guys. I got the glue. I got the glue right here. I'm getting my hair done. My hairstylist is coming over tomorrow. My hairstylist. My hairstylist is coming over tomorrow. She told me what I needed. Stole him out, Debo. Stole him out.
True.
Stole him out, Debo. Try to stall. I be trying to stall these niggas. It be hard. It be hard not to stall it. It be hard, bro. I be trying to stall these niggas out, man, but they won't let me. I said, I'm gonna just chill today. I ain't gonna fuck with nobody. I'm gonna just chill today, dog. Every time I say that, one of these niggas come out and do some dumb shit.
True.
I'm like, oh well. But anyway, check it out though. Check it out. So, hey, bro, I didn't go to bed till like 8 o'clock in the morning UK time, which is 3 o'clock my time. I could not sleep. So I'm watching Greg Hackett's channel. Then I go over to Mill City. I see this nigga Mill City so slick. Like, bro, he's so slick. Like, I'm watching him, right? I say, man, because I see what's going on. But the person they are interviewing don't even peep it. Cause he's smooth with it. I said, yeah, boy, this nigga. I said, yeah, this nigga right here, boy. I'm like, yeah, this nigga right here, yeah. This nigga, I said, this nigga smooth with it now. It ain't. It's obvious what he doing, but for some reason, it's like, he say so Mama Holyfield, Floyd, senior. Yes. Did you call me Mama Ho? No. I said senior. I thought I heard something. No. I think that was Coach Malachi playing in the background. I got him playing in the YouTube in the background. That's probably what you heard. It wasn't me. I didn't see. So senior. Yes, what is it? Huh? He said, huh? Senior. Yes, Mill, yes. Yes, senior. Which one of the 5 styles that Muhammad Ali did? What type of question is that? It's not my job to tell you guys which one of the styles he did. It's your job. You got to go study the sweet science and figure it out for yourself. All right, senior. So basically, you don't know. That's really what you're saying. You don't know which one of the 5 style Muhammad Ali did. I didn't say I didn't know. I didn't say that. I said you got to do your own research. I'm tired of just giving you guys free game and educating. You get what I'm saying? But that question was a sarcastic question. Which one of the 5 styles did Muhammad Ali do? He didn't even peep it.
You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land.
He didn't even peep it. It was a sarcastic question. But it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. You can say things, you can say things 2 different ways. You can say things 2 different ways, right? And get 2 different outcomes. Perfect example. Let's say there's a dude that you don't like. He's in your space. Example 1, you can hit it like this here. Oh, pussy ass nigga, what you doing over here? My nigga, I don't even want your whole ass over here. Cooch ass nigga, fuck ass nigga, why you over here, dog? Try to tell you, dog. Why you over here, fam? Nigga, what's up? It's up, nigga, what's happening? Let's go outside. That's one way. The other way is this here. Hey man, how you doing, bro? Yeah, what's up, man? I don't even like you. Look here, man. I know you don't like me, fam. I just came over here to take care of what I need to take care of, man. I ain't gonna be here long. I'm finna get ready to go. Nah, that's all right. Don't even worry about it, dog. I'm finna get ready to go. You show you straight? Yeah, I'm straight, fam. All right, I'm gone then. You get what I'm saying? And guess what? Two different, responses. Same thing, but it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. It's how you say it. It's always how you say it. I had to learn that the hard way. Because people gonna read your energy. They gonna see that. They gonna see that. Everything is in the context. You gotta, it's how you say it, right? So anyway, you get what I'm saying? So Brian Newman Jr. fires Senior, his dad, for being a lead trainer. Now again, he hasn't fired him for being his dad. You can't fire him for being your dad. Yeah, dog, you ain't gonna be my daddy no more. I ain't gonna be your daddy no more. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah, man, Debo Dale, he dropped me. You know what I mean? He dropped me and shit. I disrespected him. I ain't had no respect for him at all. I'm listening to all this bullshit. Y'all telling me this nigga ain't got no punching power. He chinny. Y'all telling me all this. I'm listening to all this shit. Training and all the training is... I remember I had Senior on the show, right? I remember I had him on the show. Y'all remember this. A lot of y'all remember this because I said this on multiple occasions. Senior came on the show telling the whole game plan. Yeah, coach. And another thing, the nigga Devin Haney's a bitch. He's a bitch. You know what I'm saying, coach? Another thing, yeah, see, he got a tendency to drop this right hand. He'll drop that right hand all the time. He'll drop that right hand all the time. And he get 5 inches a little too close, and then if you time it right, you can catch it with the left hook. I can tell you all the mistakes and all the stuff I see, all the flaws he got in his game. I can tell you all that. You know what I mean? I don't care because ain't nothing they can do about it. So I'm talking shit. Yeah, nigga, Debo Dale is 5 and all that deal. Yeah, nigga. But I don't think Dale. I said, if it come down to a fight, I remember what I said. I said, if it come down to a fight, man, I don't know, boy. I like Brian Newman if it come down to a fight. I said, if it come down to a boxing match, I got Devin Haney winning that boxing match. I said, but I don't think it's going to come down to no boxing match. I said, man, now I don't know, boy, Brian Newman. So then I say, B, I say, look, I know you're confident. He said, I'm overconfident. I said, I know you're confident. You know what I mean? But I said, you don't think you like doing too much? What you mean? I say, bro, like you literally telling the man, you saying on social media all of the flaws and all the things Devin Haney need to work on before he get in the ring and fight your son. You don't think that's kind of, you know what I mean? Hell no, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? This shit, you know what I mean? Because ain't nothing wrong with that. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it anyway. I said, you sure? Hey, what do I know? You know what I mean? You got him this far, so I said, well, it's just like you playing a football team, right? American football team or a soccer team, right? You the head coach. You the New England Patriots. You the New England Patriots, right? And you playing? No, you Andy Reid, right? A Kansas City Chiefs, and you playing? Bruce Arians' Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. Now you played them early in the year and you blowed them out. Just so happened how it worked out, we playing this same team that beat our ass in the regular season in the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, you ain't here. We saw what you nigga did last time. That shit ain't gonna work this time. Andy, what you finna do? I'm telling you, dog, we finna do them same plays, dog. Them same plays we beat y'all last time. We had that little fast little motherfucker running straight down the field and blow out. Y'all playing single coverage, and you can't stick us no single coverage. Man, like that defense y'all played, you had the one high safety. If you would have played cover 2, it would have worked more. Then you would have blitzing more people, and we had everybody. Man, we finna come with that same play. Bruce Arians like, okay. No, these niggas finna come the same motherfucking play, but okay, shit. He told me everything. And so Bruce Arians, yeah, see, so yeah, you had the single high safety. Yeah, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing you can do about it right now, dog. Don't even try to correct it. Don't even nothing you can do about it right now. No, you got a single high safety. Let's see, yeah, man-on-man coverage. Yeah, ain't nothing you can do about it because you can't change it now. So I'm like, okay, so Bruce, my coach don't change up the whole game plan. Got something for this nigga. This nigga talk a whole I said, Bill quiet in the motherfucker. I said, God damn, motherfucker Brian Norman ran Bill Haney off the block. Bill Haney in the lab. Motherfucker, he don't brought near the white no while. He say, ooh, look. He say, Debo Devin Haney finna knock Brian Norman. Ow. That shit was funny. And then we saw the second round. I was like, God damn, he almost knocked him out for real. Fuck, nigga, I was shocked. Hey, I was like, God damn, he almost knocked him out for real. Shit, fuck. Hey, bro, that second round, that shit, right? Hey, Ham, you remember that second round? You saw that look on my face when we were doing the fight party? I was like, God damn, nigga, I was shocked. I had no got caught up. Hey, shit, I had no got caught up too. I'm like, yeah, man. Shit, nigga, we gotta put some respect on Debo Dale there. I said, this nigga Debo Dale, I mean, I respect this nigga here, man. This nigga came in that bitch. And just hold on, this is another thing. Check this out. I don't know if y'all remember this. I had interviewed Gray that one time. I had Gray on the show, right? I had Gray on the show. Gray was like, yeah, man, you know, all that rain shit, that deep Devin Haney be doing all that goddamn running, man, shit. I don't know all that goddamn running. Debo Dale, nigga, fuck Debo Dale. That's what Gray was saying, right? All that running shit. Look, man, fuck it. You already finna get your Joe check, because the boy Brian Norman coming. He gonna get your Joe check. Man, fuck it, man. Just go all out, man. Just take it to him. Just fight, Dale. Don't be thinking about no boxing. None of that shit. Just fight, man. Just go at him. Gray said in the interview what Devin Haney need to do, man. Just go at him. Don't forget all that. We already know you chitty motherfucker. He called him a chitty mother. He said all this shit, right? I had no drop the interview, man. It was hilarious because every word was a motherfucker from Gray, right? So, motherfucking. So I'm sitting back. I'm thinking about all this. So where am I going at with this? Where I'm going at with this is this. When the news broke that Brian Norman Jr. fired his dad from being his lead trainer, I thought about all of this. I thought about everything that was said in the lead up to the fight. I thought about New York. I thought about all of that, right? And I'm saying, you know what? I wonder did any of this factor into him making his decision. Do you get what I'm saying? So, because in the interview he said, yeah, man, I stayed an extra day in Saudi Arabia. Cause I was thinking about like what happened, like wow, how did the plan go so wrong? You know, he said he would think about that. And guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to do some soul searching sometime. Sometime when you take a fall, if you don't learn from the fall, guess what? You're gonna fall again. More than likely the exact same way. Why? Because you didn't learn from the fall. Sometimes you gotta take a step back, cross your arms, and be like, you know what? Damn, I took that L like that. God damn, man. How did I take that L? And you gotta look at it from an objective point of view. You can't be subjective. And you can't suffer from confirmation bias. Because if you look at everything from a subjective point of view, without being a critical thinker, you will only search for information that confirms what you already want to believe or what you already want to see. Sometimes the most obvious things can be right there in your face, but because you're only seeing what you want to see, or you're seeing things from a confirmation bias point of view, which is seeing things the way you want to see, you don't see all the other shit that you should have been paying attention to.
True.
Do you get what I'm saying? So when I watched this interview, I say, oh, he sat back and he was real honest with himself. You can't clown Junior. He's a multi-millionaire now. He was a millionaire after the Sasaki fight, and then this fight, he's a multi-millionaire. They made a lot of money. Him and Devin Haney made a lot of money. So, yeah, he's a multi-millionaire right now, Brian Norman Jr. At what, 24, 25 years old, something like 25 years old, something like that. So, and I seen this before. Roy Jones Jr., him and his dad kept bumping heads. He ended up letting his dad go as a trainer. He didn't let him go as his father. That's still his father. Nothing gonna change that. Sugar Shane Mosley, same thing. Floyd Mayweather Jr., same thing. He ended up, well, not really, because Floyd Mayweather Sr. was in prison, and then when he got out, Roger was doing such a great job. So yeah, but I can't say Floyd. That's different. I want to say Zab and his dad, Zab and Yoel. I think Zab and Yoel, did they split at one point in time? I wonder, did they split at one point in time? Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. When this boy wake up, it's another kid. When this boy wake up and wake up from that spell that his mama put on him, that shit gonna be ugly.
True.
That shit gonna be ugly. Ugly. Anyways, in a recent interview with Najee of Cigar Talk, Brian Norman Jr. Explains why he decided to relieve his dad of his duties, fire his dad as dad and former trainer as the lead trainer, right? According to Brian Norman Jr., he did some deep soul searching, and he analyzed what went so wrong on that fateful day. Norman says, and I quote, I have looked at, he said, I have looked at other options, because Najee asked him, have you thought about bringing somebody else in or looking at some other options? And he says that he's looked at other options, and he can say that my father is no longer lead trainer. Norman Jr. also revealed that he and his dad didn't say a word to each other, after the fight. He said they didn't really say much. You get what I'm saying? So now, y'all know, I always know how to bring stuff to its proper perspective. That's what I do, right? I know how to take little situations and, break it down to the least common denominator, and, it is what it is, right? I'm really good at doing this shit, right? So anyways, now, for me to summarize my short monologue, I can only imagine what was going through his mind on his way back to the United States. Both of them, right? I have a personal relationship with the Haneys. Everybody know that. And I have a personal relationship with the Normans. Everybody know that. So there's a lot that I can say about this situation, but I digress. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a lot to say about this. Well, not really, but I got a lot to say about this, right? But before I get into the show, today's show is sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you're in the city of Tampa, download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. Look up Foster's Barbershop. Foster's Barbershop is located at 1923 West Main Street, the address below, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. Let them know that Coach Malachi sent you, and you will receive a 10% discount. Let's give our sponsor, Foster, a round of applause. Now, and I will say this, before I started this show, I haven't spoken to Norman Sr. or Jr. I haven't spoken to him. I ain't called him and be like, man, hey, man, that's true. You've let your dad to go on. I ain't spoke to neither one of them. You know what I mean? Because I ain't want to do that. I said, man, let me just go off of the obvious. He gave an interview and he said, you know what I mean? It is what it is. And then y'all remind me, because we got to talk about the Mill City interview that Brian Norman Sr. did last night. Man, bro, I said, oh, Mill City loving this shit, boy. This some content. He loving this. But me, I'm going to be objective. I'm going to be as objective as possible and be honest. You know what I mean? Because I got to be honest with myself as well. You get what I'm saying? But I'm going to be honest, right? Let's give a shout out to our other sponsor, IT Bail Bonds. Sitting in county jail right now for child support, driving on a suspended license, or a missed court date? Don't even trip. I made one phone call to IT Bail Bonds, and they had me out the same day. No judgment, no games, just real people who move fast. If you or a loved one is locked up in the city of Tampa, call IT Bail Bonds at 813-231-2663. IT Bail Bonds is located at 6201 East Hillsborough Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33610. IT Bail Bonds. When freedom is on the line, call IT. Yeah, boy, some of y'all gonna need IT in a minute. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, yeah, man. So I'm sitting back. I sit back. I'm like, okay, cool. Matter of fact, let's listen to the interview. Fuck it, let's listen to the interview. Let's do that. Let's listen to the interview. Some of it. Shout out to Najee of Cigar Talk, man. Shout out to Najee, man. Najee putting in good work.
Obviously, your dad's been the focal point of your training camp, and your trainer thus far, at least from what we see. I don't know what's happening in the camps and stuff like that. Looking in, moving forward, is it still going to be the same? Is your dad still going to be the lead trainer? Have you thought about exploring other options as far as training is concerned?
Yes, I will say my father is no longer my head trainer at the moment, but I have been looking at other options at the moment. So I know some things had to get shooken up a little bit, just had to move different ways. That's all.
How hard is that for you, Norm? Like, let's keep it real, bro. Like, that's your pops. Y'all been doing this for a long time. To have a conversation like that, was that a difficult thing? Was that like, how was that to have that conversation with your dad?
I'm gonna say yes and no because of course I'm a pops or whatever, but no because shoot, I'm a man. I like winning. I need to go out here and win. You feel me? So it's just more so whatever I feel like I need to do, I'm gonna go out there and do it. Like no disrespect to him, anything like that. Great coaching. Of course, he got me to this point.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it was just more so like he's still around.
For sure.
But it's just that head trainer.
Yeah.
I just feel like I need to venture out a little bit.
Guess what? I don't look no deeper into that. Because I met Brian Norman Jr. He's very, very candid guy, very direct, very, very mature. I love the way he do interviews. He speaks very clear and articulate. To meet this guy, you'll be very impressed with him. Like out of all of the young fighters that I have ever been blessed to be around, him by far, him and Brian Norman and Abdullah Mason. Those two, I'm talking about, these are the guys I got a chance to really sit around and like be around, hang around, right? On multiple occasions. Brian Norman one time, but Brian Norman Jr. and Abdullah Mason, like those two guys right there, but Brian Norman, he's an old soul. Brian Norman Jr. is an old soul. I'm like, man, it's hard not to like that dude. It's very hard not to like that dude. Now, if you're from Philly, they probably don't like him. That's understandably so, but outside of Philly, it's hard not to like that dude. You get what I'm saying? So he was very honest. Like, okay, look, man. So in my mind, I'm like, he went back and did a lot of reflecting. Like all this, like he went back and he did some reflection. Like what went wrong? I can come out and tell y'all now because it's over with. The people at Top Rank had a huge problem with Brian Norman Sr. being all in the videos, being everywhere, doing all this talking. I think I don't know if I mentioned that. You know what? I don't know if I mentioned. I don't want to say I mentioned it to him. I don't want to say if I mentioned it to him, but or I don't even remember. But I know that. I talked to people at Top Rank. They had a big issue with that. They had a big issue with that. Brian Norman Jr. is not much of a talker. He really don't talk much. When if you interview him, he can talk very well, but he's not really a braggadocious shit talking type guy. That's not him. His father is the opposite of that. Y'all know how B is. Yo, but yeah, nigga, what's up, nigga? See, that's what I like about him. Nigga funny. Yeah, he funny. His dad is so funny, dog. Senior is so funny. Like, he is so funny, bro. But he get triggered very easy. And sometimes it seems like that he has no control. It's very easy to trigger him. And I explained this to him. I explained this to him before. I say, look, man, this social media now, this shit kind of different. Do you get what I'm saying? You got to deal with the trolls, and then once a motherfucker see they can pull your buttons, they gonna continue to do that. And then, and I explained to him the content creation game. I said, well, Mill City just got you on there because, for Mill, it's just, I need to get Senior on. I'm gonna do good numbers on this video. I'll probably get some good ad revenue on this video. That's what it is for him. For you, it's something different. So I was explaining that to him. I say Mill good now. He milking the cow. He good now. I know he laughing at a lot of this stuff, but he do such a good job in concealing it. Like me, I'm a bust out laughing. I can't have the Mill City poker face. Motherfucker say some outlandish shit, I may bust out laughing. I'm not as good as him as that. You know what I mean? So motherfucker say some crazy shit, he'll be like, so when you say the 5 styles, right? Can you explain what it is? Because a lot of the fans, they not as knowledgeable as you. So he put that to stroke the ego. They not as knowledgeable as you, senior. You know what I mean? To my floor senior. So as it relates to that, so just share it with the audience because you very knowledgeable. Share with that. I say he being so sarcastic and he trolling them right now. But Mama Ho so smart, she dumb. She don't even realize she being trolled by the interviewer. Cause he did it so smooth. And that's how he get Brian Norman Sr. going. I say Senior don't even see it. And if he do see it, he just don't give a damn. Do you get what I'm saying? It might be a combination of the two. So he get him going. And then see you gonna be in the chat. See what motherfucker said in the chat? Yeah, pussy ass nigga, I heard what you said in the chat, dog. What you said in the chat? I think Senior was beefing with Weedy. Yeah, Weedy. Oh, pussy ass. Yeah, coach, that's that pussy ass nigga Weedy over there at the boxing boys. Yeah, so I'm like, man, people like, dude, when do you have time to train your son? Because every time we turn around, you either on Coach show, he really on Mill City show way more than it was on my show. Or you on Mill City show. Every time we turn around, you on the morning podcast, you on the afternoon podcast, you on the evening podcast. Like, when do you have time? people asking these questions, right? I say, man. Hey, that's my nigga though, boy. Hey, see, you funny than the motherfucker. See, yeah, dog. That's like a dude. Put it this way. Me to drop the Addy. Coach, drop the Addy. I used to get that a lot when I first started the channel. For the first 4 years, niggas told me to drop the Addy. So guess what? I was dropping the Addy. I'm gonna be in New York, downtown Brooklyn. Shout out to the 96. At a hotel by not too far from the Barclays Center. I'm gonna be right there. Then a nigga pull up. I'm ready. What I'm like, okay, fam, if I do drop the Addy, okay, when you coming? Nigga, drop the Addy. I'm coming over there right now. Right now? Nah. You know what I'm trying to tell me? I'm in St. Pete. Oh, you in St. Pete? Cross the bridge. Yeah, I'm right now. I'm in St. Pete. So where you say you at again? Okay, I'm at Foster's Barbershop. 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. I'm going to be there Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning from 10 to about 2 o'clock p.m. You can catch me there. I'm going to have on some dark blue jeans, some blue and white J's, Air Jordans, and a white Blame It On Bill Haney t-shirt. What you look like? Nigga, I'm 6'2", 235, 6'2", 235, right? Are you dark skin, brown skin, light skin? I'm brown skin. Okay, are you coming by yourself? Nah, it's gonna be me, Man, and Ray Ray. Okay, you, Man, and Ray Ray. Okay, what does Man look like? Man about 5'10", 220, 5'10", 220. Okay, you 6'2", 235? Yeah, 6'2", 235. Okay, 6'2", 235. Man, what? He 5'10", 220. 5'10", 220. All right, and who the other nigga you bringing with you? The other nigga, that's my homeboy. What he look like? He 5'7". Okay, your other homeboy, 5'7". Okay, 5'7". Well, I'm gonna he about 185. 5'7", 185. Okay. All right, cool. How y'all getting there? We driving a Cadillac. Cadillac. Okay, all right, Cadillac. What kind it is? It's a brown Cadillac. Doodoo brown Cadillac with a gold rag top. Doodoo brown Cadillac with gold rag. Okay. What time? Okay, now I'm gonna be there from 10 to 3, 10 to 2 o'clock. Now you gotta catch me between that time. What time y'all gonna get there? I'm gonna get there at such. Yeah, you ain't scared to tell me what time you gonna be here. It don't matter. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
True.
I can tell you, ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it. Oh, ain't nothing gonna be able to do about it? Oh, okay. Woo, goddamn. Hey, so I ain't gonna lie. So I'm talking to Bill on the phone the whole time. Just off and on. He said, so I remember when Bill after the fight, Bill came over here. Y'all remember I interviewed him? He said, yeah, man, the nigga had no scared me because he was talking so much shit. I was scared. Like, we didn't really take him serious at first. But his dad was talking so much shit. He scared me. For the first time, I was scared as a dad and as a trainer for my son. I said, shit, we really gotta go in the lab. So B Norman Senior was because I'm talking to Bill. He said, yo, we really had to go in the lab. Man, that nigga had no scared me, boy. I was like, shit, I was talking to Virgil Hunter. He went and pulled out the big guns. And I was like, you know what? I was wondering. I say, shit. I wonder if they say B Norman Senior was quiet. B Norman Senior, I ain't gonna lie. B Norman sold the fight though. But I think it was me and him. Me and him sold the fight because he sold that fight. Listen, B Norman Senior sold that fight. He talked so much shit. Then I'm gonna be a Debo Devin 5. But boy, oh no, boy, shit, oh no. You know, Debo. We had, I got the Debo Devin 5 t-shirts, and I ain't bet no money now. A lot of y'all I ain't bet no money. I ain't lose a dime. I ain't bet shit. I went stupid. I was like, man, I don't know about this. I don't know. Because I really didn't know, be honest with you. But yeah, you know what I mean? Debo there. Now, I didn't sell the shirts because I just made some for myself, right? You know, the blame Bill Haney shit, all that shit there, right? I was like, man, Bill say, yeah, man, we really weren't taking him that serious at first, but his dad was talking so much shit, he went to pointing out this and pointing out that. So we just went to work. He said we went to work. And I never forget, Brian overseas say, nigga, I don't give a damn what they do. I can tell them everything he need to work on. Ain't nothing they gonna be able to do about it. So I said, you don't think you tell them? Yeah, I'm telling them niggas the game plan. Nigga, we coming, we gonna step. Shout out to Brandon. Well, he didn't really give up the game plan, but you get what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? Man, I was like, damn. So I'm thinking Brian Norman Jr. probably went back and looked at all of that. They probably like maybe his manager or the people at top rank say on this video right here, this what your daddy said right here. On that video, that's what your daddy said. On this video, that's what your daddy said. Your daddy literally told him all the things they needed to work on before you got in the goddamn ring. So that's why when you got in the ring, you look confused. You really couldn't figure him out. You know what I mean? Because it was like everything that you wanted to do, Debo Dare was 2 steps ahead of you. Because he got a warning. That's what I'm thinking to myself. I ain't spoke to him, but that's what I'm thinking to myself. I say, God damn, shit, how this nigga, when I move to the left, he moved to the left. When I move to the right, he moved to the right. When I faint, he faint. Like, yeah, what the fuck going on? You know what I mean? Like, and shout out to Big Buddy Won't. So I'm thinking, I said, damn, he probably. I said he had to be listening to a lot of this shit that was going on, and he kind of said it right here.
Did he take it in a weird way, or do you feel like he was supportive when he first heard that?
I can't really say. But now, I mean, we good though.
Yeah. Tell me, all right. So regarding your dad, and I have to ask.
So he asked him. He said, "Was your dad cool with it?" Now he already know the answer to that. But I like the way Brian Norman Jr. handled it. He said, "I can't really say. That's the way of saying, man, it ain't, because we don't need to know every goddamn thing. Whatever conversation that the father and son had, that's between them. We really don't need to know every goddamn thing. Like, everything ain't just for show, right? Everything ain't just for show. So we really don't need to know everything, right? So, but I like the way he handled that, because what Najee was trying to do, that was a bait. That he tried to bait him with that question. I know, because I do interviews. He tried to bait him, but he did it in a subtle way. He did it it was real smooth. Listen, it was a question that needed to be answered, but I'm like when I watch interviews, I don't necessarily look at the person I look at the person who's answering the question, but I'm looking at the person who's asking the question just as intently. I said it was real smooth how he slid that in there like that. You get what I'm saying? Because you ought to know the answer to that. If you're saying that your dad is not your trainer anymore, that means you fired him. And we ought to know what type of ego that Brian Norman Sr. have. He an alpha male. And he got a huge ego. So what was that conversation like? Real smooth. Did you get what I'm saying? That was kind of like real smooth. Brian Norman Jr. He real smart though. He didn't take the bait.
Just more so, like he's still around
For sure.
but it's just that head trainer.
Yeah.
I just feel like I need to venture out a little bit.
Did he take it in a weird way, or do you feel like he was supportive when he first heard that?
Now that was smooth. Boy, I say, boy, this nigga good.
True.
Hey, Big Money, whoa. That was smooth, boy. I said, boy, that was smooth there, boy. That was smooth. And then when he asked him the question, look at Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. stares off, breaks the eye contact, and he stares off because he's thinking about what's the proper way to answer this question. That's why you shouldn't be so quick to answer questions. He broke the eye contact and he looked, what's the proper way to answer this question? Without throwing my dad under the bus and without, whatever argument or fight, or if we had that, and I'm pretty sure it was something because he said they ain't saying that to each other. Something like that for a little bit, right? Did you get what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
I can't really say. But now, I mean,
Tell me, all right, so regarding your dad, and I have to ask you questions about your dad because he's so...
Now, I can look at this interview right here and can tell Brian Norman Jr. don't know what he's going to ask him. He don't know what he's going to ask him. I'm looking at the hand posture and stuff like that. So he gave him the hand, yeah, man, I can't really say move on. As I told you guys, like some of these interviews, see, some of y'all, like, y'all don't understand how interviews work, right? So some of y'all, you're a fan of a certain boxing, and you're a fan of boxing, and you want, yeah, why you ain't go at him? Why you ain't do that? Why you ain't do that? I don't like that nigga. See, when you do interviews, you don't do interviews from the perspective of the emotions of a person who hates that individual or don't like that individual. You have to do it professional, right? And sometimes when you do interviews, the interviewee, the one you're interviewing, or his team, so we don't know who's there. We don't know if he got a manager there, who's there. We don't know who's there. We want to see who's in the camera. Because that's the same ring we did the interview at. When me and Miss Black, me and Akila was there. That's the same ring I did the interview at. Same chairs and everything, right? Sometimes they'll tell you, look here, man, don't ask me this, don't ask me that. It's certain things, it may be instructions that you may get that they may tell you, okay, don't ask me this, don't ask me that. Like, I'm going to give you a perfect example. I got Jeff Mayweather coming on the show tomorrow, right? And this young lady who reached out to me, I guess that's his assistant or whatever. She like, yeah, you want to do a prep so we can find out what questions you want to ask them and stuff like that. Some motherfuckers, they want to prep. A lot of y'all don't know that. Some motherfuckers want to prep. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, what you gonna ask me, dog? Okay, don't ask me this, don't ask me. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of times, a good number of times, that's what happens. Like I can tell you, like, and then some fighters that like to do interviews with more of a mainstream or corporate structure. Like a Devin Haney, he won't do an interview over here, but he'll do an interview with Ariel Helwani. Ariel Helwani loves Devin Haney. Oh, look at your teeth. Your teeth look so beautiful. What is that? Is that diamonds? The teeth, they were like, yeah, you know, yeah, that's diamonds. That's diamonds right there. Yeah, what is that? He said that's a 25 karat diamond here and 25 karat diamond there. Wow, they look so beautiful. That's more his setting. He'll do Mike Coppinger and more corporate. Do you get what I'm saying? Bill will go around and do YouTube, which I like to call the chitlin circuit. But even Bill don't back up. I don't know if y'all noticed that Bill don't backed up. You don't see Bill popping up like that no more on boxing. He don't backed up. Because I used to talk to Bill all the time about that. I said, man, why you over here doing this and doing that? I can't tell a man what to do, but I said, you know, I should just give him certain pointers. Because Bill like to get in the mud. I said, but at some point in time, you're gonna have to elevate from it. So now Bill got some other shit he working on. I do know what he's working on. And now it's like he's starting to get it. He's like, oh, okay. Because I know you notice after the Brian Norman fight, you didn't see Bill really go around talking a whole lot of shit. He said what he was gonna say, but then he kind of like disappeared. Because he got some shit he working on that's big, right? He kind of like disappeared. He kind of like, I don't move on to the next now. He's getting it now. He's getting it. Because I try to explain to these dudes, I say this social media shit different now. I've been doing this YouTube boxing shit for 5 years. I'm telling you, I know the subscribers, I know the fan bases, I know the YouTube channels, I know like the back of my hand. I know what they like, what they don't like. I know what's gonna get the clicks and views, what's not gonna get the clicks and views. I know you have high points when big fights come around, and when there's no big fights, there's gonna be low points. I know all this shit. But you know, I can't tell a grown man what to do. I can just, hey man, look, man, this, you know, no, I know what I'm doing. I got this, I got that. All right, cool. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you got to know how to handle the whirlwind of that shit when it come back. Because social media like to crash out. We like to crash out. We like that because it gives the fans and it gives them an adrenaline rush. You get what I'm saying? You get a dopamine spike. But let's continue.
Prevalent in your career, right? Like he gonna tell y'all he don't give a fuck your dad for real. He don't care. So one of the things is like, I just want to know what was the conversation that y'all had post fight, right? So let's like
so this is called probing. Let's dig deeper. He's asking the same question that he originally asked when Brian Norman Jr. said, I can't really say. So he want to go. So he's revisiting that question, but he's asking it in a different way, and he's trying to elaborate what is it that he's trying to get at. What is it that he's trying to extract out of it? He's looking for that aha moment. But watch how Brian Norman Jr. handled it.
All right, cool. The laws, it went the way it went. Y'all in the locker room. I don't know.
And you see how Brian Norman Jr. breaks eye contact and he's looking forward again, twiddling his thumbs. He's figuring out what's the best way to answer this question.
Y'all talk then and y'all talk later. Like, what was the conversation that you remember when you and your dad first got the chance to really speak about what happened?
So, so Norman Jr. like, okay. This man, I'm telling you, this is a bright young man. This nigga asking me the same question. Okay. He don't want to let this go. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is what's going on. I know I do these interviews all the time. I'm telling you, this is exactly what's going on. I know what the interviewer is thinking, and I know what the interviewee is thinking. And I'm not Brian Norman Jr., but you can tell. Because he leave hints all throughout you can tell. You see what I'm saying? All right, let's go back. Let's go back and look at it. The nigga Najee smooth now.
We actually didn't talk that much. We actually didn't.
So now when he asked him that question again, he got Brian Norman Jr. to elaborate a little more. Well, we actually didn't talk that much. You see, that's called you got to flesh it out. In marketing, that's called flesh. We got to flesh it out. Flesh out the pain. What how did it go down? Like he didn't give up on the question. He went right back to it. Asked it in a different way. This is a great interview. Najee did a really, really good job.
Was it awkward?
There. But of course, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Like we didn't talk that much, but when we had got back home finally.
So check this out. A great interviewer, you know how to disarm the person that you're interviewing. You know how to disarm them. A great interviewer. You know what I mean? You know how to disarm them. This is called disarming. What Najee is doing. This is called disarming.
We know we finally sat down to talk to each other. Of course, we both had to sit down and collect everything. But no, I'll say the first conversation was cool though.
Yeah. Was you in a point where the time, because you say you took an extra day to stay out there, what exactly were you evaluating? Were you evaluating just like, all right, the fight went like this? Were you evaluating, all right, this is what I need to do moving forward? Like, what were the thoughts, I guess, that were going through your head in the time that you took to kind of reflect?
It was more so, why did it happen? Not just fight-wise, but leading up to the fight. Like I said, my mental wasn't into the game.
All right, leading up to the fight. There's a whole lot of shit happened leading up to the fight. We had Debo Devy 5. Brian Norman Jr. finna get knocked out. We had that from Ned the Wino. Bill Haney say, man, Brian Norman. He said, man, Norman. Man, he said, man, Norman. He said, Norman Jr. in trouble, man. Man, they in trouble. So Bill didn't really look sure of himself because a lot of times, you can do all the training you want, right? But you really don't know how the fight gonna play out until the fight happens. Really, like you could be the most confident fighter in the world, but once you step in that ring, you really don't know. Like, okay, it's here now. How this shit go? How did the nigga catch me or the punch I don't see? Am I gonna get knocked out? Am I gonna get knocked down? Okay, I did all this goddamn training. You get what I'm saying? You really don't know until you get in that motherfucker. So you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Feel like I know for a fact my mental won the game. So like, okay, but why though? You feel me? So it was just looking back on all of that. And then of course in the fight, what was I doing inside the fight? So
he said his mental wasn't all there. So he said, but why? He's analyzing why mentally he wasn't in the game. The biggest fight of your career, and you're saying that you wasn't mentally there. Why is that? So what was going on around you that had you not mentally in the game? I like his honesty.
Literally just going to details about every little small thing, I'm gonna say.
Is that how you process things usually? Like when something happens in your life, is that your process of like breaking it down, or was that like a one time like?
No, to me, that's every asset of life, good or bad. You feel me? I had a good day today. Why? What did you do? Did you work out today? You sit in the house all day? Like, you feel me? Just little small stuff like that. So now that's how I just break everything down. Like everything happens for a reason. You just gotta place yourself in the right situation.
Yeah. Was your nose broken?
No.
Oh, that's what they were saying. They were saying that on the thing. Obviously, it was swollen.
Yeah.
But that was the rumor. Everybody was saying your nose was broken.
Yeah. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I see a clip, I was a little shaky but dance up. I was like, I'm straight. I'm straight.
But in the moment, I would assume like you ain't feel it. Like it's just adrenaline going and.
Nah, believe it, I ain't feel it the whole time. Yeah. Like it was a little swollen, but that's about it.
So what are you thinking? All right, round 2, right? Like that's the moment he dropped you. And I guess everyone's surprised because we thinking the same thing you thinking. Like Devin ain't got that much power, right? We thinking that, and I don't want to say that.
So let's start right there. Yeah, man, Devin ain't got that much power. Man, the nigga can't punch. I'm gonna beating overseas on here. Man, the nigga can't punch. Everybody know that. Troy Isley, who you got Troy Isley for my son? You got Troy Isley for my son? He high. Brian Norman, man, that nigga funny than a mother. Man, Brian Norman Senior, dog. He the best thing, bro. Like we need him in the game. Even though he ain't training his son no more. He gotta be a hype man or something. Like, man, that nigga is funny, bro. That dude is funny. Period. Him, Bill Haney, bro. But you know what I would give to see Brian Norman Sr., Bill Haney, and DC Gray in the same room. Bro, I will pay damn near anything money-wise, just to get Brian Norman. Hold on. I gotta tell y'all this. I can say it now. Before Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney fought, don't you know I tried to do a meetup interview with Brian Norman Sr. and Bill Haney as to help promote as promotion for the fight? I swear to God, if you listen, ask Bill Haney and ask Brian Norman Sr. I say, man, I said, you know what, man, y'all got this shit popping, dog. Listen, you know what we need to do? You know what we need to do? We need to listen, we need to hey man, listen, man, I just got off the phone with Bill. Hey man, listen, man, won't we just do an interview together, man? Just let me interview both of y'all. He said no.
True.
I'm dead serious, dog. I was trying to make that happen, bro. I said, man, listen. I said, bro, I'm telling you, this gonna take the fight. This gonna take it to a whole nother level. I'm telling you, listen, when I get Bill back on the show, I'm gonna ask him that question. And when I get Brian Norman Sr. on here, I'm gonna ask him that question. They're gonna tell you, yeah, you did say that. Hey, listen, Big Buddy won't. I was trying to body that. Listen, I was trying to body the internet. I said, boy, but you talking about a viral moment. This gonna be it. Nigga, if I can get Bill Haney and Brian, bruh, but they egos got involved, fam. The egos got involved. That would have been bigger than Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. Interview. That would have been way bigger than that. And then, I was like, man, it was some real beef though. It was at one point in time. Hey Lee, it was some real beef though. At one point in time, I ain't gonna lie, it was some real beef. It was some real beef at the time. So it was like, it was wartime. And you get what I'm saying? So then I was like, damn. I was trying, bro. Hey Ramon, I'm telling you, bro. I was trying to pull that off. I ain't say nothing to y'all about it. I didn't say nothing to y'all about it. You get what I'm saying? Both of them said no. Both of them. Bill and Brian Norman Jr. Sr. Brian Norman Sr. like, man, hell no, man, fuck that nigga. I don't like that nigga. That bitch ass nigga. That's what he said. And then Bill was like, hell no, you know what I mean? He said, man, that old country ass. He said he called Brian. He said, man, that old country ass nigga. I tried to give him the play, and he you know, this is the first time he ever been on this level. To play, and then I tried to play the two black fathers coming together, and with two black sons fighting for the title and all that stuff there. I tried to give him the play, and I put you on the list, and I'm the one told y'all, and then he acted like a country bumpkin. That's what Bill said. I was like, yeah, it ain't gonna work. I said, it ain't gonna work. I said, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Nah, this ain't gonna work. No. Yeah, it was a pipe dream.
Because I think every boxer to a degree has power, but he's not a power puncher, right? So when you got dropped, I was surprised. I think pretty much it felt like the arena was surprised. When you got up from that, were you shocked? Or you just like, all right, I'm locked in? Like, I would take me into the mind of a fighter. Like, all right, cool. Like you said, that's a part of the game. You go down, you get up. But what do you? Yeah.
So basically, make a long story short, shout out to Najee of Cigar Talk, man. Let's get a round of applause. Yeah. All right, enough of that, right? So where am I going at with this now? I'm going to tell y'all right now. Not to be outdone. My good brother, Brian Norman Sr. Somebody hit me up on Instagram last night. Coach, I say, what's up, man? Sent me the video. Brian Norman Sr. is live right now on Mill City. I say, no, hell no. Nah, for real? Man, Coach, he live right now, dog. Sent me the link. I say, damn. Oh, my bad. That's Cigar Talk. I'm looking at. Man, I turned out because I couldn't sleep. I had insomnia. Oh, so he broke it. Oh, yeah. So he don't play the whole. He broke it down to pieces now. Then Greg Hackett came on there. This nigga Brian Norman Sr. been crashing out. Niggas in the chat talking about Brian Norman Sr. crashing out. Oh, he crashing out. He crashed. I said, oh my God, damn, Senior. Man, niggas talk about something. Yeah, you got fired on your day off. This why you got fired. You don't know how to keep your mouth closed. You keep jumping up and all in the videos, keep running your mouth. He's showing the film. Now look right here, look, he's showing the preview of the fight, and he's trying to, I'm like, oh my God. I say, man, listen, I say, man, this right here. I say, boy, Mill eating this up right here, boy. Right now, boy. I'm talking about no Diddy. He eating this up right here, boy. I'm like, boy, that nigga here, boy. Mill, I say, boy, he got him going. He got him going. Oh, he got it. So he got it set for members only now. He got it set for members only right now. He got it set for members only. So, all right, yeah. He got. Hold on, let me see. Nah, but he broke some of the videos up. Did he break it up? Yeah, he broke it up right here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we can. Oh, here you go. So here you go.
We keep it buzzing. It's like they say all publicity is good publicity or whatever, but it's all good.
Now this nigga right here, he like, yeah. See, this old slick nigga. This nigga, him and I just slick, but this a slick nigga right here. Boy, Mill, boy, you slick, boy, you slick. And it don't take much to get Brian Norman Sr. cross. It don't take much at all.
Even to Ring Magazine, they just posted it up on their Instagram right now, talking about, Senior and, you and Senior's separation. I mean, talk about that conversation that you guys had.
He's so smooth. Let me tell you something. You got, listen, Mill, let me tell you something about Mill. See, Mill got that. Hey, night of shit. Mill got that. He got that smooth, innocent, naive type voice. Yeah, no, just everybody knows just how, just that dynamic, and now they're posting it on the Ring magazine. And he has a way of disarming. It's called disarm. Like, it don't take much to disarm Brian Norman Sr. So I ain't gonna lie, I can't really say that's what he did with him. Brian Norman Sr. gonna go from zero to 60 real quick. You know what I mean? But I'm like, cause I be studying these niggas. I say, yeah, this nigga here, this a hell of a nigga here, boy.
Leading into, obviously this interview that got dropped earlier today.
I don't want to talk about the conversation we had. We can just talk about the conversation was what it was. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's my son. I love him to death. Raised him, bred him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even know. I can't believe you didn't know this. I raised him by myself, right?
Well, you told me that earlier today.
You didn't know that?
And 3 others.
I had 4 kids. I raised them by myself. Yeah, that's a whole damn thing. Yeah. I raised him and his 3 brothers, and his 1 brother and 2 sisters by themselves. So 4 kids. I raised them all by myself. So with that being, and I'm just saying that to say, I bred him. I bred him literally. All bullshit aside, I trained the mom out of him. True story. I started raising them by myself at 4 years old.
So the live show, I'm watching the live show, Bree Norman going off on the chat. Greg Hackett want to come on the show. Nah, nigga, fuck that. I ain't. Then Mill wanting to read the super chat to see what the people said on the super chats. Brian, I don't care now about what the people said on the super chat. I'm finna go. Y'all, bro, I was like, man, this is, man, oh my God.
So with that being said, that's a great start. I'm proud to be a big part of how that came. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm proud to be that around me. So, but again, Brian Norman Jr., his own man, he doing his thing. Whatever, I'm proud of him. I'm always in his corner. I'm always on his side, and I'm always rooting for him.
Yeah, that's his son. So it ain't no beef between father and son. That was the business decision. Brian Norman Jr., I made a business decision. He's a grown man. Now, some of these grown men, boxers who have their dads around, they can't really do nothing. You know what I mean? I know one in particular, just really one, just really can't do nothing. You know what I mean? Got an edge like the mom and everything, but that's another story for another day. So, but he made a grown man decision. And I'm pretty sure he analyzed everything that was said. I'm telling y'all, the people at Top Rank, what I was hearing. And I think I was dropping hints to B. Norman Sr. I think one time I told him something, one of them dudes said over there. But I don't even remember what it was. But I'm like, they telling me like they did not like that at all. Just like Golden Boy don't like Mama Holyfield all in the videos talking about some stop it. We love Oscar. We love him. You know, my son know the 5 styles of boxing. And he know the 3 defenses. And he know the 3-quarter zone. See, you got to know how to fight out of the 3-quarter zone. Nigga, I ain't heard nobody. Nigga, I ain't heard Angelo Dundee say this shit. Eddie Fudge, this man saying shit that legendary trainers we ain't never heard say before. All of a sudden, she just pulling stuff out of her weave, out of her yarn. She just pulling stuff out of the wrinkles on her forehead, just making shit up.
True.
You know how niggas just try to sound smart, just so they just so much smarter than everybody else. Yeah, dog. See what you got to understand, dog. See, just like a dude in the chain gang, just getting out of prison, trying to impress you with words that don't mean a goddamn thing.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
Nigga talking about frontal cortex. Wait till he get his grown man strength. He doesn't even have his grown man strength. Nigga talk about grown man strength. Oh, yeah, man. Bro, he talking like his son a Super Saiyan or something. What he gonna do? Eat a Ginsu bean and just power up? What he finna do? He's gonna turn into Super Saiyan 5. We're going into Ultra Instinct right now. You don't understand. Like, you guys don't know. We're going into Ultra Instinct. You don't know nothing about this. We train with Lord Beerus. We train with Wiz. You don't know. We beat Majin Buu. We beat Black Frieza. You don't understand. Muhammad Ali was just a decorated amateur. You know, Roy Jones and James Toney were just decorated amateurs. They don't fight like my son. My son.
True.
Man, this nigga here, boy. Anyways.
Beautiful. Big Herm, thank you for the 5-piece. I'm from the Bay, but salute to being there for your son and holding it down.
People had said before, but they kept coming by that work harder than him. Said on your show, twist this piece on that was the Devin Haney fight that I saw, and I know what I know.
You're a good boxing head.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's actually why I came on here. I called you, remember? Because you called me, you hit me up. I was like, nah, I ain't ready to talk about it. And I thought about it. I never watched.
No, I want y'all to listen to this. But I wish I was on that live last night.
This fight. I never watched this fight on TV. I never watched it. I watched it in person. I never watched this fight on TV. But I know what I saw, and I know what I know. And I always know what I know. And just like I came back before, I said I'm always stand by what I say. I ain't gonna never run from what I say, and I'm gonna stand by what I say. You get what I'm saying? So now we're gonna get. I want to get more people in here, but I'm going to get into it. But I'm sure you're going to rerun this shit a million times anyway. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm going to get into the elephant in the room, which I never talked about. That was the Devin Haney fight. I never talked about the Devin Haney fight. You feel what I'm saying? Brian Norman Jr. came out. He spoke about the fight or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? He the first one to speak about it. That's fine or whatever else. Now I can speak my piece on it from my perspective, and the only reason I'm speaking this piece on from my perspective is because some people said I threw him under the bus. One time I came on here, I wasn't trying to throw my son under no bus. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even know what that was about. I heard somebody, took something I said on your show.
So. See, this is problem number one. Let's start right. Problem number one for Brian Norman Sr. is this: you can't be trying to fight all these niggas in the chat. That's his problem. And I told him this. Look, man, you can't be trying to. No, nigga, fuck that. Like Brian Norman Sr., he really having digital shootouts. And I know where he's coming from because I've been there. I don't have digital shootouts before. Hold on, let me see. I got my, yeah, nigga, pussy ass nigga, what's up? Yeah, nigga, I'm over here, Mill City, what you said? Weedy, what you said in the chat? What the nigga said in the chat? Yeah, what you said, and we talk about my son like that, and what you said in the chat, I don't accomplish way more than you in boxing than you ever accomplish. Then he got the beep out. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm going to war with some nigga on Facebook in the Facebook boxing group talking all that shit. You don't know nothing. What your son doing? Your son ain't accomplished nothing. Shut up. You don't know what to tell you. You don't know nothing about me. Then in another chat, he going to war on what I already said YouTube, right? I already said he going to war on X. Yo, some whole ass nigga took a snippet of my video and did this. And I'm telling them, I'm like, man, you can't, like, bro, like this YouTube shit, like this shit different now. You can't be, no, man, you gotta be, you know what I mean? You gotta be built for this shit. Now, this shit right here, like, we ain't no bosses now, but the YouTube stuff kind of different. You get what I'm saying? And he was that's problem number one. You trying to go to war digitally with everybody. Trying to challenge every comment. Yeah, and another thing, that old whole ass nigga Greg Hackett. Yeah, them niggas in Philly. Yeah, everybody in Philly soft. Oh, y'all in Philly soft. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. I told y'all where my gym at. Come to my gym. I dropped the addy. I ain't seen none of y'all. Matter of fact, Greg Hackett, if you want to run it back again, we can run it back again. And who that other nigga is, that other YouTube channel, YSM, he can run it too.
True,
I'm like,
true.
I say, man, this man, I say, oh, but I said, what I was like, I said, you know what, I can't tell. Listen, Bill don't see, I rouse with him. That's my guy. Plus, I put him man, Bill. I'm like, man, I can't tell him what to do. I'm like, hey, man, you know what? You get what I'm saying? I've been there. I remember them digital shootouts I used to have. I was having shootouts in the LDBC chats, and then I was having shootouts over here in my chat. Then I saw another nigga. Oh, the nigga, what he said? Hold on. He on Blue Blood Sports TV chat. What you saying, fam, about me? So I'm having a digital shootout in Blue Blood chat. Then I'm over there on BFTV chat. I'm having a digital shootout over there. They call me a super troll. Then I'm on. So I don't been there.
True.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, I don't been there. So I know what he going through. Like, man, you can't win. Yeah. Somebody said Crash Bandicoot. I used to love Crash Bandicoot. I used to love that. I used to love that game. That game was dope. I used to play that game all the time. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm like, man, you trying to have too many digital shootouts, dog. You get what I'm saying? That's the problem. You trying to go to war with everybody, man. Digitally, you can't win this digital war because it's just one of you, but it's a whole bunch of them. You get what I'm saying? One of you, just a whole bunch of them. Now I won the digital war, but it took me 4 years to do it, fam. It took me 4 years. Digital blood and I sacrifice. I swear, blood, digital blood, sweating tears. I did all this here, fam. It took me 4 years to conquer these niggas. You just don't step on the scene in one fight and win the battle like that. It takes time.
True.
It takes time. You can't, you know what I mean? It took me 4 years, not 4. It took me 4 years, fam. You just can't, you get what I'm saying? I had to go to war. It took me 4 years. I'm undisputed now. Fighter of the year. I ain't got the ring yet. Turk out she's still hating. I ain't got the ring yet, but I'm working on that. You know what I mean? Pound for pound, #1 fighter. I don't retire now. It's over with. I retired undefeated like Bud. I ain't take no L's on social media.
True.
Yeah, I lost some battles, you know what I mean? But I won the war. It took me 4 years, but I did it. Took me 4. Not 4 years before. Hold on. Somebody just sent me something. Hold on. Somebody, Tim Bradley just dropped the video. What Tim Bradley talking about? Hey, that's my guy right there too, Tim Bradley. It's funny. I'm cool with dudes that ain't cool with each other.
True.
Hey, Shan. Hey, shout out to Kilo. I'm cool with dudes. Shout out to Brandy. I'm cool with dudes that ain't cool with each other. I tell them niggas, I say, look, Bill, whatever you, Brian Norman, Tim, whatever you, Brian, Norman, Bill, whatever y'all got going on, dog, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. I fuck with him, I fuck with you, and I fuck with him. So whatever y'all got going on, it is what it is. Now I ain't going when I talk to you, I ain't gonna be talking behind your back to him, or vice versa, or whatever the case may be. Now if you want to know what the conversation's about, I'll tell you, whatever case, unless it's something private. But other than that, that's it. Whatever y'all got going on, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Cause I'll cuss all three of you niggas out.
True.
And I know all three of y'all will cuss me out. So, so whatever y'all got going on, they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's first and foremost. You get what I'm saying? I'm all right with all three of y'all. So, anyway, just got to throw that out there. Because B don't see you, but B don't see you, motherfucker. Him and B. I'm already trying to fight Gray. Oh, I got Gray. I got DC Gray. Like, oh man, shit, nigga, Gray cussed me out. Gray cussed me out one time too. That shit, Gray don't cuss me out. I'm like, man, shit, nigga, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? They trying to pull me back in the digital war. I don't want to go to war. I don't want to go to war no more. It's over with for me. It's over with. Hold on, man. Let's see what Tim Bradley got to say. Let's see what Tim Bradley got to say. Cause this nigga, hell boy. Oh, these niggas went talking. I got all these niggas talking about Debo now. Oh, you know what, man? I got all these niggas. What nobody told y'all but laughing and kiki. I got all these niggas talking about Debo now. I used to tell, I remember, hey, hold on, true story. I'm talking to Tim on the phone before the fight started, right? I said, yeah, boy, nigga, Debo there at 5. Tim laughing. He said, yeah, Debo, huh? He said, there's nothing Debo about Devin Haney. He said, oh, but all right, coach, all right. Look, man, that boy Norman's something else. I said, yeah, man, I don't know. If it go 12, I say, if it go 12, Tim, I say, Dev gonna beat him. I say, man, but I think it's gonna be a fight. I don't see it being no boxing match. Cause Brian Norman C said he told me they're ready. They got the footwork and all that stuff there, right? So, now Tim talking about the Debo effect.
Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know the damn rest. Yeah, man.
I'm not on the rights to this material. It's for education purposes only. Hold on. Matter of fact, this what it say. This what the title say. He say the Debo Dev effect. Just hit the like button. Hit the like button. He say the Debo Dev effect. That's the title of the video.
Hey, I got my Yeti black coffee, no damn sugar. You already know what it is. Hey, man, I'm on one because I'm tripping, man. Did I just hear the news? Did I just hear it right? One of my fans just said that damn Brian Norman Jr. fired his damn daddy. Y'all don't understand what this means, man.
This nigga, Tim. This nigga, bro. I remember Tim Bradley came on my shit while I interviewed him. He said, I'm sick of these boxing dads, man. I don't like Bill Haney and I don't like Brian Norman Sr. I'm sick of these boxing dads. They always doing all this damn time. So Brian Norman Sr. and Bill Haney don't like Tim Bradley. I just want to throw that out there. So they got some beef, some digital beef. It ain't no real beef, but it's digital beef going on digitally, of course. So that's why I'm laughing too.
I really don't. Hey, Devin Haney fans, stand the hell up, man. Stand up, Devin Haney fans, for real. You got to think about it like this, man. Didn't Devin Haney? Didn't he basically ruin? He ruined Kambosos. Yeah. Ruined him. Shit, Kambosos should have retired after he fought Haney.
I like George Kambosos, man. I spoke to him on Twitter. I ain't gonna say now, cause I was gonna say something slick. I was gonna say something slick by Killer Cam. I was gonna say something slick, but I ain't gonna do it because he responded to me nicely and on Twitter. So since he responded to me nicely on Twitter, I ain't gonna say nothing. But there's some shit I really want to say, but I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna just hold it in. I'm gonna hold it in. I ain't gonna say it.
He ruined them. Blueprint was out. What about Regis Prograis? He had to rethink and reassess his damn career after getting in the ring with Devin Haney.
Yeah, Regis Prograis. You know what? Hold on. Regis Prograis fired his strength and conditioning coach. He fired Coach Evans after he lost to Devin Haney. He fired him. God, hey, Debo Dale. Hey, D tell the truth. Yeah, Debo Dale turned out to be the real thing. Yeah. Hey man, for real, dog. Yeah, that Debo Dale shit for real, fam. Yeah, for real. Yeah, you right, fam.
Boxed his damn ears off, yeah, and dropped and embarrassed him. And didn't Lomachenko, he retired after losing to Devin Haney. Damn, Debo.
He didn't retire after losing to Devin Haney. He had another fight. He beat George Kambosos and took his belt.
He retired after losing to Devin Haney. Damn, Debo Dev is for real. I'm not playing with you. And now you got sons firing their daddy after they losing to Devin Haney. Damn it, Devin Haney for real. Devin Haney for real. And ain't they somebody that said that shit, I ain't fighting Devin Haney unless we put a rehydration clause in the contract? We even heard that one. Man, Devin Haney got everybody spooked. You know, how the hell did Devin Haney go from being the laughingstock of boxing and retiring more folks than Social Security itself? Damn.
Hey, bro, you know what? All jokes aside, check this out. Everybody laughed when Devin Haney got beat by Ryan Garcia. Even after everybody found out that Ryan had Osterman in the system and all that stuff there. And, guess what? They played the Haney Pack song. Y'all know we were playing that shit over here. That Haney Pack song was jamming. I ain't gonna lie, that shit is fire. I don't like Ryan Garcia, but that song is fire. Playing the Haney Pack song. Everybody was laughing at Debo Deb. All of 2024, they were laughing at him. Kiki. We was kicking him when he was down, shitting on him. He was at his lowest point. He was shitty. He's shitting, all of that, right? This was always said about Devin Haney. We gotta be honest. Let's tell the truth. To this day. Then he fight Jose Ramirez the following year. He doing the tight rider. Here come the hammer. He was doing the tight rider against Jose Ramirez. Everybody was saying, oh man, Devin Haney shot. His confidence gone. Look at him. He's scared to get hit. He might have, everybody was saying he suffered from PTSD, all of that. These are all of the things that were said before the Brian Norman fight. We got to be honest. Everybody laughed. Brian Norman had them knockouts, 3 fights, knockouts and all that stuff there. He became a millionaire after the Jensen Saki fight. He's a multi-millionaire. He made a lot of money on the Devin Haney fight. Stuff like that. And then now, they started, Bill Haney came out with the Debo Dale t-shirt. Because that's where I got Debo Dale from. Bill Haney came out with Debo Devin Haney. Bill Haney came out with Debo Haney. He came out with a Debo Haney shirt. I showed y'all when he posted it on Twitter. That's where I got it from. I say, no, Bill, don't call him Debo Haney. That don't sound gangster enough. You already called Devin Dev. Call him Debo Dev. So I got the Debo from Bill. I would have said Debo Dev. It came from Bill Haney. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. Because that's where I got it from. Everybody was laughing and kicking. Everybody jumped ship on Devin Haney. Look how many Devin Haney fans there are right now.
True.
Look at how many Devin Haney fans were right now. All of them came back. You had the diehards that still love Devin Haney. But I'm just saying, look, everybody Devin Haney fan now. But just earlier this year, just last year, before Thanksgiving, and the year before last, in 2024, you get what I'm saying? They came back. Something to think about.
Think about that. Anyways, Devin Haney, hey, he trill. Oh, yeah, he got everybody tripping. Hey, he got these fighters out here firing they damn daddy, too. Anyways, Tim Destorm Bradley, you already know the damn rest, and I'm out.
Hey, check this out. And guess what? Don't nobody really want to fight Devin Haney right now. He got niggas, listen, Debo Dev got niggas spooked for real. They don't want to fight him right now. They don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't like the nigga style. You know what I'm saying? Now, Keyshawn say he'll move up and fight him. I think I got, if he move up and fight Dev, I think I got Dev in that fight. Richardson Hitchens, I don't know what he doing. He say he want to fight Devin Haney, but you don't call down 20 niggas and ain't fought none of them. In the contract negotiations, the one dude leave and do this. I like Richardson Hitchens just called. He just calling everybody out at this point, and it ain't fighting nobody. We don't take no one to fight him. That's old witch. Now Shakur say he'll fight him, but he want a rehydration clause. But you don't want to fight, then. Yeah, you don't want to fight. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, shit, it don't went from, Devin Haney went from the laughing stock of boxing to everybody shook. Don't nobody want to fight him.
True.
Yeah. Let's get to the super chats. Then I'm going to drop the phone lines. Shout out to Mr. Medican. Hey, okay. Jumping out $2 super chat. He said it would be great if Errol beat Virgil's ass. I mean, you know, Errol got to get, you know, we got to see what he looking like. I think Tim Tszú's a good comeback fight. If he come back and fight, I think Tim Tszú's a good comeback fight. Because Tim Tszú, he kind of, that egg don't been cracked multiple times right now. So, you know, two guys that don't have their eggs cracked, that's a good fight. Shout out to R. Sound T. He said, but you called this, coach, on the following show after the fight. You said if their ego wasn't in the way, some changes had to be made. That is true. Hey, Sound T, thank you for reminding me of that. I did say that. I said, man, I did say that because I gave a somber message after the fight, you know, because I said, yeah, man, you know, they're gonna have to do some soul searching and go and see exactly what went wrong. Hey, Sound T just reminded me of that. I did say that. That's on video. They got to go and see what went so wrong. I said because Brian Newman Jr. looked lost in that ring. He really looked lost. For 12 rounds, he looked lost. So I don't know if was he thinking about, man, my daddy went on those different podcasts and was telling niggas what Devin Haney need to work on, and you know, they need to work on this, they need to work on that, and you know, it don't matter what you work on. My son gonna do this to you, he gonna do that to you. We got to answer for all of that. So it's kind of like you tell it, and I'm talking to Bill. When Bill came on this show, he said, yeah, man, the nigga had me scared. Shout out to Dr. Tony. He said, yeah, he had me scared, man. The man had me scared. I had to really, really go in the lab. I really wasn't paying him that much attention like that. We were just doing our regular training, but he was talking so much shit and he shut me down. So I said, I need to stop talking. Let me go really get ready. We ain't know nothing about Devin Haney was working with Virgil Hunter. He working with Virgil Hunter. He was working with Freddie Roach. And then you got Mickey Bay right there. They put together a perfect game plan that was centered around everything that Brian Norman Sr. was saying that they needed to work on. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Everything, the game plan was centered around everything that Brian Norman Sr. said that Devin Haney needed to work on. Yeah. Shout out to Tila. Shout out to Silence. He said, now people saying Devin Haney can punch now. Yeah, and guess what? Yeah. Devin Haney, listen, he done went from being pillow fist to now he's a puncher. Nigga, Devin Haney got power now. Bro, look how it flipped, Shan. Look how it flipped just like that. One fight ago, this what they were saying. 2 fights ago, this what they were saying. This fight happened. Man, Devin Haney can punch. He's a first ballot Hall of Fame. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. We Debo Dev now. Bro, check this out. Y'all know I showed y'all the video when I was in Vegas. What was I doing in Vegas? I was arguing with Brian Norman Sr., Coach Kenny, and Coach Bernard Hackett. What I say? I say, yeah, but your son, I'm laughing and joking, but I'm saying, but you ain't fought no Debo. Nigga, that's Debo Dale. Nigga, you ain't fought no Debo. I say, he trained with Zab and Yoel Judah. He trained with Floyd Mayweather. He trained with Mike McCallum. He trained with Sugar Shane Mosley. Remember, I was saying all of that, and everybody was laughing at me, and then Brian Norman Sr. say, Gumbo. Yeah, Gumbo, just all of that. I said, yeah, and they bust out laughing, bro. And he say, Coach Kenny said, yeah, but guess what? Has he fought a Brian Norman Jr.? I was like, nah, he ain't fighting him yet. And everybody bust out laughing and this and that. I'm like, man, shit, we got to reevaluate that shit now.
True.
Debo Dale. Hey, Debo Dale, nigga, Debo Dale be fired. Hey, say CJ, what CJ say? CJ say, feet so sweet, they had to cheat to compete. That was real slick. Hey, that was Bill Haney say. He say, feet so sweet, they got to cheat to compete. Boy, that nigga, boy, that's a slick. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Shout out to Suge Knight. Cigar, dropping that $2 super chat. He say Debo went fire, got Norman Senior fired. Shout out to BK Payne. Dropping that quarter of a dub. I appreciate you, fam. Shout out to BK Payne again. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said arrest warrant had just been issued for Tank Davis, coach. For real? Well, what you mean the arrest warrant been arrested? Hold on, wait. Hold on, what y'all mean? Tank got a wait. Let's look him up. What you mean? What you mean he got an arrest warrant? For what? That charge? What? Wow. Oh, it's on TMZ. It's on TMZ. Javante Davis. This is the TMZ. Javante Davis wanted by Miami police over domestic violence incident. Remember they were saying, oh, man, she ain't got no evidence. I say, them people got a video. Oh, they would have charged them by now if they had some. This a money grab, coach. I say, bro, listen, I used to be in that strip club, Tootsie's. It's a gentleman's club. I used to be in there. We go in the back. When you go in Tootsie's, you go, it's in Miami Gardens. Right off of 183rd and 2nd Avenue. So, when you go in Tootsie's, you know, security right there, you pay the money to the left right here. And then you can go all the way in the back, see the girls on stage to the left. You got the VIP rooms, but if you go all the way to the back, that's where the pool table's at. And you can watch the fights and stuff like that, right? I always go there and watch the fights. And I said, they got cameras all in that motherfucker, man. I say, if he did what they say he did, if he did what they said he did, I wasn't there, but if he did what they said he did in that nightclub, I say it's on camera.
True.
It's on camera. Anyways, shout out to Too Much Wolf. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said, haters say Dev is pillow fisted, but his punches seem to be doing area damage to his opponent's teammates. Okay. Shout out to the real McCoy. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He say Bradley fired his father too and hired a white man. You know what? You're right about that. Hey, the real McCoy, you're right about that. Bradley fired his dad. I don't know if he fired him after a loss. I'm not sure about that, but I don't know in which juncture he fired his dad. But yeah, he fired his dad. That is true. He said he fired his dad and hired a white man. Every prediction that this white man has had went the opposite way. Shut the F up, Tim Bradley. He say let the Norman hires. Let's let Norman hires. Let's see who Norman hires. Okay. All right. I got you. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I don't know what the circumstances was about that, but you know.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, man, I'm gonna drop these. This is the last hour of the show. So since it's the last hour of the show, let me go ahead and drop these phone lines, man. Let y'all call the show, man. Phone lines open, man.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, man. You know, so I mean, I don't know. Hey, what you say, Trent? I heard that. I heard that too. What Trent at? What Trent at? What did say, Trent? He said Junior even said without saying the name that his dad invited mofos into into his training camp. Yeah, distractions and stuff like that. Yeah, I heard him say that. Yeah, man. So I mean, you know, shit, fighters fire their dads all the time though, but this ain't nothing new, to be honest with you. I'll call it, what's your name? Where you call it from?
Chris from Philly.
Chris from Philly, man. Yeah, talk to me.
Coach, did you see Senior on Mill City last night?
Yeah, I saw it, but I played some of it. But he got it. He got the whole live show for his members. But yeah, I saw it, man. I saw it.
Yeah, it was a lot. Like I was watching it, and I told Senior, I was like, you can't, you know, people gonna try clowning just because all of the talk that Senior did for the last year, people want to see him lose. Not necessarily Junior, but they want to see Senior lose. And I told him, like, it's not a bad thing that, you know, this happened, because sometimes to elevate, you need to realize things need to happen. You know what I mean? Like, whether it's Junior thinking, you know, you need to go in a new direction or whatever. And I think a lot of people give his props for getting his son where he got him. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, that's something that you salute Senior for. But I think he sometimes confuses the fact that, and I told him last night, I'm like, it takes somebody being real humble and wise to realize that data change that might need to be made. You know what I mean? Like, Junior thinking you need another ear, another mind showing him, you know, a different perspective from boxing. Senior, you gotta, you know what I mean, look at it from his perspective and understand that you are the change, but it's not gonna change your relationship with your son. It shouldn't, you know what I mean? Because you want to see Junior at his best. You just gotta, yeah, I mean, it may hurt your ego a little bit, but you gotta understand that that's what it's gonna be. And if somebody can get Junior back to champion status and a fucking unified champion, excuse my language, a unified champion or even undisputed, because he got a lot of time left at 47, then in the long run, y'all both gonna appreciate the moves that he made. If you really want to see Junior be who you know he could be, and it's just that you gotta humble yourself and know that you couldn't get him to that. It wasn't your job to get him to that next level. Not that you couldn't, but it wasn't meant for you to get him to that next level. Yeah, man, like that's you see it a lot in sports. I mean, like I know basketball. I see a lot of basketball fathers all the time when they realize that they, you know, when they got their son to a great height. But, you know, your relationship will be good in the long run with your son when you realize you can let him go.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said before, like, you know, and I was listening to Mill City last night, and Mill City was asking, you know, Brian Nomasini some probing questions, and he was asking him stuff like, you know, well, I think he said something about how did that make you feel, or can you see yourself in the corner, working your son's corner with your son's new trainer or something? He like, oh, he said something like, hell no, I ain't finna have nobody over me or something of that sort. So that told me everything right there. I said, you know, it's, you know, Brian Nomasini is a man of pride. He has a huge, massive ego. And he has a level of arrogance about himself. And he said that on his show. He said people been telling him that about himself all his life. He talk a lot of shit, talk loud, arrogant, this and that. So when you have a trainer, not a father, I'm not talking about the father. The father is wonderful. But I'm saying, but if you have a trainer like that, you know, if he's and I respect Brian Nomasini's honesty. That's what I respect. He honest in the mud. Both of them are honest. You know, some would say they're not, but it is what it is. But I'm just saying I respect his honesty as related to that. Sometimes people can say Brian Nomasini say too much shit. But that's just who he is. He understands his flaws and stuff like that, and he acknowledges it. But if you are acknowledging that my ego too big, I'm not going to be under nobody. You know, I got my son up to this point, this and that. Then yeah, it's time to move on, because now I can't. You know, the communication is gonna always be crosswise because I'm dealing with someone that's egotistical and they won't listen. I know everything. I'm not saying that's what Brian Norman Sr. is saying, but that's how it comes off. Motherfucker can't tell me nothing. Right. I know what the fuck because he's saying, I know what the fuck I'm looking at. I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that. I know what I see. You can't tell me nothing. And that's it. See, once a person says you can't tell me nothing, we can't go further.
And Junior, you know, he could potentially be looking at it like, yo, I love my pop too much for us to get to that level in our relationship to where we clashing now. Because Junior knows what he may be being told by Senior ain't doing it, and you know if he stay in that situation, then it's only going to lead to more disruption. You know what I mean? So the positive from him making that move could be like, yo, I'm doing this to preserve our relationship in the long run because like you said, coach can't always be, or father can't always be coach, and coach got to be somebody that you can be able to talk to and get through to. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so.
All right, well, let's shout out to Chris, man. Philly, man. Coach. Salute, fam. Yeah, you gotta, you know. You get what I'm saying? You know, you got it. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to a point to where we can't, like I hear coaches say, I've heard even Bolton Ennis say this. Man, look, man, when he fought Karen Chugga, man, go knock his ass out. Go knock him out. Like sometimes, like you got to tell the fighter how to knock him out. Go get this motherfucker out of there. Okay, how to get him out of there? Don't you think I've been trying to get him out of there? So apparently, what I'm doing is not working. So, Carla, hold on. Tell me how to get like you know when you're training, you gotta have a, you know, from what I've learned from talking to other trainers, you gotta have everybody got a different style. When you're looking at the world class trainers and stuff like that, like the Dundees, the Eddie Futches, the Virgil Hunters, the Georgie Bittens, the Dubas, the Customado, everybody got a different style how they train and stuff like that. And you know, I'm not saying these Norman is on that level. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know, it has to be, if the fighter's mental's not there. Why was your mental not there? What was the distraction? And I'm pretty sure this social media shit was the distraction. Because Brian Norman Jr. ain't never went through that before. You know what I mean? Oh, man, you heard what that nigga said. That nigga was on coach, so he said this. Man, he was on Mill City, he said that. Man, Bill Haney was over there. Man, you heard what them niggas said in the chat on the Boxing Boys, and this what they talking about right here. And got them out there, you know what I mean? So all of that, I was like, man, you gotta, he needed to get away from the noise. That's why, I was talking to Bud, right? No, I was talking to Bud and Bomac. Hold on. Let me write this down because I'm gonna forget it. Tell Bomac coaching story. Because I forget. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York. What's happening?
Jamie, talk to me.
Hey, coach, listen. One thing I know about boxing, you don't come out in the open and let the other team know what the fuck you're going to do. You know? I think that was a big mistake by the father. I know in boxing, the relationships between son and father, I've seen this before, nothing new. They break up, go, their separate ways. It happens in boxing. The thing is, I do give Brian Norman Jr. credit for fighting Devin Haney. Actually, again, nobody wants to fight that guy, bro. For real, But a lot of saying shit. Fuck all that, father and son shit. The way I see it, the kid is speaking as a man. You know what I'm saying? He knows what's best for him. I don't know what happened in training camp before and after the fight, but it's okay. If he feels that he needs help, I don't know, somewhere else, hire somebody else. It's cool, man. People need to grow. So, they're still family. All that other shit don't mean nothing. But Coach, who would you like to? Who would you like? To see him work with? Like,
I'm finna tell you right now. What's my main name? He right here in Florida with me. Buddy McGirt. Buddy McGirt would be a great. Buddy McGirt would be a, because he's a teacher. He's a teacher, and
Yes,
he know
yes,
how
he
to
is.
talk. He
Yes,
know how
he
to
is.
talk to the fighter. He gave
To the
great
fighter. Yes,
He
sir.
give great instructions. Buddy McGirt is the first guy I thought about. Buddy McGirt.
Me too.
I wouldn't mind seeing him with Bomac because with Bomac, they're gonna teach him. It's gonna be Bomac, Coach Red, and Saul. Bomac, Coach Red, and Saul gonna be right there, and there's a lot of people over there. And then this is the thing too, right? There's a lot of people over there as well. So yeah, those are the two that came to mind. Some people were talking about Derrick James, but I don't really know about Derrick like that. I mean, Derrick's a good trainer, but the two names that came to my mind was Buddy McGirt and Bomac. Them came to my mind.
Yep. Great minds think alike. That's exactly the first two I thought about this morning when I thought about it. Again, bro, listen, this happens in boxing. This is nothing new, bro. They're still family. You know what I mean? And they're grown men. So I respect Norman Jr., the father, and the son. But it's all good, man. Again, one Lord say shit, and he'll bounce back, man. Again, he'll be all right. That's my call. Respect from New York.
Put it this way. When you got in boxing, when you got a father and son dynamic, and it gets to the point to where your son is a grown man. Your son is not the little kid anymore that you raised, took to the amateurs and all that stuff. That he's a grown man now. So once they become grown, if you have children in the chat, you do know this. Carla, hold on. If you got children in the chat, you do know this. I don't care how much you raise your child, whether it's a girl, a daughter, or a son. When they get to reach a certain age, they're gonna do what the hell they want to do. And sometimes as a parent, you want to hold on. But it's like, look, that child he's not a child anymore. He don't outgrown your grasp. He wants his space. He wants to do things the way he want to do things now, the way he see things. And sometimes just because you're the parent don't mean you always right. So sometimes when you got a father and son dynamic that's training like that, sometimes the father and the son have to separate from a father-son trainer standpoint in order to save the father-son relationship. Sometimes the fighter, who is the son of a trainer, sometimes they have to separate themselves because sometimes the wires get crossed. Man, hold on, Dad. I ain't no little kid no more, man. Who the fuck you think you talking to? You get what I'm saying? Sometimes that relationship, that business relationship has to be severed in order for the father-son dynamic in order to save that. So, I just say that. I don't know what's going on, but I throw that out there. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's happening? What's up, Coach? It's Freddie. He talking, man.
Freddie, talk to me.
Yes, sir. Hey, Coach, on everything, man. I was thinking the same thing. I said, Buddy McGirt. I was like, man, he still works with Buddy McGirt, right? And I was like, probably Ronnie Fields. Then, I was thinking Virgil Hunter, right? But, Virgil Hunter just got to work with Devin Haney. I said, okay, he might work with Derrick James. Because he's a teacher, too. You feel me? But I'm telling you, man, I was thinking, I said Buddy McGirt first. That's for my brother Al Chapman, man. I swear, dude. I was thinking the same thing, though, Coach. That's for everything, though, dog, pal. But I'm just saying, though, man, I hope they get their shit together. Like, even if they don't work out for as a trainer for his son, I just hope they get along because life's short, though, man. I know how it's like going through with your dad. When your dad passed away or something, you feel sad about it. You feel sad about that shit. I lost my dad, But but I was thinking like Buddy McGirt. You feel me? I was thinking the same thing, or Ronnie Fields, or Derrick James. He can work with either of those three. But that's all I want to say, though, Coach. You have a good day, baby.
All right, shout out to Freddie, Old Town. Yeah, so let me story time. Let me tell a little story. I'm in Colorado Springs, and was it Colorado Springs? I'm at Terrence Crawford's training camp. For the Marjamal fight, Colorado Springs. And this is why fighters, a lot of fighters, when they have a fight coming up, what they do, they leave home. Like on this level, once you get to a certain level, you start getting bigger, you got to change shit up. Like, you can't, like, the same tools that you might have used in order to get to a certain point. Okay, put it this way. I can explain it better like this. I'm trying to get to space. But I was able to get to the space station. Where the space shuttle launched off into space at Cape Canaveral. I was able to get to Cape Canaveral. Hold on. I was able to get to Cape Canaveral. I don't know if you guys, can you guys still hear me? See if y'all can hear me. All right, y'all can hear me. I just want to make sure, because I ain't think it seemed like my volume went out. So I was able to get to Cape Canaveral in my Datsun B210, in my B210 Datsun. But I can't get to space in the Datsun. In order for me to get to space, I can't use what got me to the space station. I can't use what got me to this point. In order for me to get to space, what I use to get here, I gotta switch it up. Because I can't use what got me here in order to go off into space. Now I'm trying to go, in order for me to go to space, I gotta get out of this vehicle and Carla, hold on. I gotta get out of this vehicle in order to get on the space shuttle. I'm trying to take off. So what it took me to get to this point, I can't use in order for me to take off. That, if you get what I'm saying. So I mean, maybe that ran its course. Now it goes two folds. It goes two folds. If Brian Noma Jr. fight another, get another trainer, and let's say his next fight he lose. If Brian Noma Jr. lose his next fight, then you can sit back and say, okay, you fired your daddy, but you lost your next fight. So then what's going to happen to Brian Noma Jr.? I'm going to give you tomorrow's headlines today, Norman. Man, Norman Jr. really wasn't that good. Devin Haney already exposed him, said that Top Rank got the best matchmaking. They would just put him in front of people who just stand in front of him. He really wasn't that good. He wasn't the same after Debo Dale beat him. So that shit, again, I'm just telling you, that shit, now it's another side to that. But if it work out, he made the right move. So we'll see. Caller, what's your name? We call it from?
Hey, it's Candy. How you doing?
Candy, talk to me. What's going on?
Yeah. I want to wish you happy birthday. I don't know when it is. I know it's sometime this month. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow, but that's what I'm calling you for, to wish you happy birthday. And, and I hope that you're feeling better and your neck too.
All right, thank you. Hey, shout out to Candy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling. Shout out to Candy.
All right.
I definitely like Buddy McGirt. But hold on, but anyway, back to what I was saying. Bomac. So that's why a lot of fighters, y'all gotta, when they do their training camps, they leave, they go into isolation. Marvin Hagler. Y'all know I love me some Hagler, boy. Lord, I love Hagler, boy. Marvin Hagler, one of the greatest fighters of all time, one of my favorite fighters. Him, Sugar Ray Leonard, Duran. Like, man, listen, Marvin Hagler, Hagler was my favorite out of that group because I like this mentality. He had a no-nonsense mentality. I like Sugar Ray because Sugar Ray was smooth with it, but he had a no-nonsense mentality. I like Roberto Duran. Like, those four guys they had four different personalities, but they all had one thing in common. It was, they were trying to knock your block off when they got you in the ring. So Hagler used to go to a place that he called prison. When he got a fight coming up and he go to training camp, he separate himself from his family. He go to prison. He go into isolation. All he thinking about is the mission. This dude I'm finna fight next. This dude I'm finna beat. John the Beast Mugabe got to fall. He had a saying for every fight he had to fight. Like, he isolated himself. He had to get away from the noise, the distractions. I'm finna tell y'all this. to get the Bomac. But I got to tell you this Steve Jobs story, right? Steve, I was, one of my people I used to hate on the Shark Tank. Well, Shark Tank was one of my favorite shows I used to watch. Still like it. The guy that I used to hate the most on Shark Tank was Kevin O'Leary. I said, this so nasty. I thought he was racist, this and that, yada, 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 yada. That's when I had that. I was deluded because I thought anybody who didn't affiliate with a certain political party was racist. I was all messed up. I was all messed up. I said, Kevin O'Leary, he just a no nonsense type motherfucker, man. Just the shit he be saying, like if you watch Shark Tank, you know what I'm talking about. I'll call it, hold on. My favorite person on Shark Tank and favorite person that I like now, one of them, is Kevin O'Leary. The same guy I used to hate. Kevin O'Leary, because what happened was I realized I was looking at him from an emotional standpoint. And a lot of times when your emotions take over, it clouds your thinking. And when you are a very emotional individual and argumentative and want to fight every battle, your vision is clouded by your emotions. Because you're having emotional reactions to things that you really shouldn't have an emotional reaction to. Because if you are here, you don't worry about what's being said here. Kevin O'Leary spoke about he used to work for Steve Jobs. And he said Steve Jobs was an asshole. A lot of people I heard stories about Steve Jobs, they say he was terrible to work with. But he got results. Steve Jobs got something called the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule is this. I'm a marketer, so I study a lot of this shit. Steve Jobs did not run his company like, where do I foresee my company going to be 10, 15, 20 years from now? Let's focus on that. He ran his company like, what are the 3 most important things that have to be done within the next 18 hours that I'm up? 6 hours sleep, 18 hours days. You might have a list of things that you need to get done. But what are the 3 most important things that need to get done out of that list? So in marketing, you focus on the most important thing that needs to be done. And you have to cut out the noise. You got to mute the cell phone. Put it on airplane mode. Don't have the phone around you. And totally focus on that one task that you need to do. And he focused 80, when you focus, this is a marketing term for you guys. When you focus 80%, when 80% of your time is focused on taking care of the most important thing that you need to do, not for the week or not for the month, but within the next 18 hours, you become laser focused. You don't have time for distractions. So he said that 80% of his day, of his time, is focused on the 3 most important things that need to be done within the next 18 hours. The other 20% is the noise. Do you know what the noise is? The noise is social media. The noise is the chat. The noise is gun emojis. The noise is, let's see what's going on over here. Let's see what's going on over there. If the majority of your time is focusing on the noise, there's no way that you're going to be successful, because 20% of your time is focusing on the most important things that need to be done. It's a mathematical formula to success. But I digress. Call what's your name? You call it from?
Hey, what up, Coach? This Coach Eddie from ATL.
Coach Eddie, talk to me.
What's going on, brother? Hey, everything y'all been cooking on at People College, they've been, cooking with grease, man. Well, it seemed like to me, both guys, junior and senior, they both kind of playing the blame game. It's somewhat of a sense, man. I think I heard senior kind of laid the blame. Maybe that Norman Jr. didn't follow the game plan, and then Junior saying the distractions and stuff that the dad was doing online. But at the end of the day, he's going to have success because the next guy he fights is not going to be Debo Dale. Not even going to be nowhere near that level. So it doesn't. The trainer, whoever the trainer is, going to get credit because he's going to be fighting a lesser opponent. People there. It could have been the fact that it wouldn't matter who was in his corner that night. That Debo Dale would have made the adjustment regardless of what you did, because really Devin, he never really got out of second or third gear. People want to be keeping 100, man. He just followed a simple game plan, and it was effective, and he won. Devin didn't step up. He didn't step his A. I don't think he even brought his A game. I mean,
Devin didn't go in no gear. He went in first gear, and that was it. He was in first gear. He didn't have to.
And that's what I'm saying.
He didn't have to like turn to go another level, power up to another level. None of that. He was just the same. He beat Devin. He beat Brian Norman with a simple game plan. Just one gear. That's it.
It was a comfortable game plan, so it could have been the fact. Okay, let's say they had a legendary trainer in the corner. And shout out to Brian Norman Sr. I'm gonna give him credit for getting his son there.
Yeah.
Out from the dirt all the way to a world championship, multi-media. Hey, hats off to you. That's a tremendous job. That don't mean you're a bad trainer. There's some things didn't run its course, and it's time for a change.
Yeah.
But it could have been the fact it wouldn't matter who was in his corner. Dale was gonna find a way to win.
Well,
you know what I'm saying, and that's always the scenario right there.
I hear what you're saying. And so we're talking about, you're right. It could have been that, but we can't go by what could have been. We can go by what actually happened. So I don't know what could have been. You could be right. If he could have had Angelo Dundee in his corner, and Debo Dale probably would have did what he would have did anyways. That's what he could have did, and we assuming and speculating. So let's go off what we know. What we do know is what happened leading up to the fight. What we do know is the outcome of the fight. What we do know is how he looked in the fight. What we do know that he's questioning his preparation mentally as well as mentally for the fight. What we do know is he felt like, I need some changes. This has ran its course. So that's what we do know. What we do know is he was able to sit down and assess everything that went on, do an assessment of himself as objectively as possible. And he came to a conclusion based on the result, but not only the result, what led up to the result from a mental standpoint and a physical standpoint and everything that surrounded it. That's what we do know. So that's why I'm focusing on that based on what he said.
Absolutely. 100%. Like I say, shout out to both gentlemen. They did their thing, and salute to him. Like I say, Floyd had to leave his dad. Shane had to leave his dad. Roy had to leave his dad. Tim Bradley had to leave his dad. Even Andre Ward, dad dropped him off and said, "I can't do nothing. I can only take him so far." He gave him the Virgil honor.
What about Zab? What about Zab and Joel? Did they ever split before?
Yeah. They might have briefly, but that's the thing. Just because y'all split now don't mean y'all can't come back together. That's what I'm saying. It don't mean it's a permanent split. We've seen guys split up and then go a different way, and then they come back. You know what I mean? That's boxing.
Yeah. I think the split is just for training. I mean, again, like you're not going. I'm always that father-son dynamic. You're not going to. You get what I'm saying? That's still he didn't fire him from being his dad. He's like, look, man, we gotta go in a new direction. Right. I think he spoke about some distractions as well. So I think his next training camp. In order to get to that next level, his next training camp, he's going to have to change his surroundings. He's probably going to have to, I'm going out of town on training camp. I'm finna go isolate myself. I'm finna go, you know what I mean? And maybe that's what he's going to have to do. I don't know. Whatever, but whatever decision he makes, I support it. I support both of them. You know what I mean? I got a good relationship with Brian Norman Sr. and Jr. Much love to them. I met his son through the father. If it wasn't for the father, I wouldn't have never met his son. Did you get what I'm saying? And so I got a lot of love for B. Norman Sr. as well. So people clowning him right now, and that's the game. I told him that's the game now. That's how this shit go. You gotta, if you dish it, you gotta know how to take it. And right now, this where we at. But shout out to Coach Hayden, man. ATL, I appreciate you, brother.
Shout out, I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. And that's where it's at. Devin Haney had to go through the exact same thing in all of 2024. He went through the exact same thing. Devin Haney, I remember when he did an interview, what he said? He said, yeah, man, after he beat Brian Norman Jr., what did he say at the press conference? He said, man, last year I was at my lowest point, and all I had was my family, my loved one, my family. Y'all remember that? See, I remember all of that, what Devin Haney said after the fight. He said, last year, man, I was at my lowest point. When people was talking about me and this and that, and Carla, hold on, and the Ryan Garcia situation. And then now, guess what? The very same people flipped it. It's they're saying people flipped it. You just that go to tell you just one win away from the people who were shitting on you today being in love with you tomorrow. That's how this works. You just one win away, dog. And it depends on what type of fashion you win in. Because it ain't just a win, it's how you win. You can't do that tight rider shit. You got to really come in there. You get what I'm saying? Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Corey from Miami. How you doing, sir?
Corey from Miami. You sound kind of muffled. Talk to me.
Oh, okay. Coach, hello?
Yes,
I sound all right?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay, so look, right? Very, 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 very good topic today, right? So, I think it's a good thing for both senior and junior to separate because I'm gonna tell you why. It's two total opposite personalities, right?
Yeah.
Junior, he a real subtle, he real humble. Senior a little hot strong, so he gonna take everything personal. He kind of, and it ain't nothing wrong, wrong with it. That's how he is as a person. He wear his feeling on his sleeve a little bit. And if you're gonna be like that, you kind of got to get out the way because the thing is, it's just a fight, man. He didn't have an answer for what Devin them did, and it was really like I just heard when you just talking to Coach Eddie, they really didn't do nothing special.
No, he didn't.
Really, he didn't really do nothing special, Coach. He just simple game plan and won. That's what the kid looking at. He like, look, man, I'm still young. I can't keep going down this rabbit hole because he know how Devin beat him. He was the one in the ring with him. He like, the dude really didn't do nothing to me, but my pop had all this going on, and it's his father, dog. Like I got sons, you know what I'm saying, 3 of them, and they all play football and stuff like that, right? I let the other coaches deal with them, like the coaches deal with them, because I'm like, as a dad, right, you gonna kind of give them a little leeway when they jacking off because you think you're being hard on them, but you really not, because it's like, okay, damn, like that's my kid. I don't want to have to go home and I got to deal with his mama. He gonna tell his mama, but a real coach gonna say, hey, homeboy, check this out. That ain't good enough. He needs you to do this. So I saw some things in the fight. I'm like, hey, he wasn't really telling me nothing. He really didn't have nothing to tell him. He just, man, go in there and get him. I'm like, bro, that ain't enough, dog. Like, he don't got hurt. They could have stopped him if he would have stepped in the gas. And I just think he's like looking at that and I say, man, I need a change. And then the personalities just don't match. And they gonna end up crashing anyway because the dad still, in my opinion, he still see him as a little boy because even how he talk about him, I bred him, I raised him. Yeah, man, the man grown now.
He grown now, yeah.
You have to give him, it's like you got to give him his space as a man. Like, I got a 21-year-old. I don't talk to him like he's 14 or more. I can't. He gonna end up getting into it. He's a grown man. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, Coach, I ain't gonna, go too, far into it because, I'm sure there's other callers, that try to call them, but good show today, bro. And I'd get at you later on, big dog.
All right, shout out to Corey, man. Miami, stand up. Yeah, you know what, Corey? Yeah, Corey do kind of make a valid point. Like, like you can hear the way Brian Norman Sr. talk about him, his son. It's kind of like I didn't look at it that way, but yeah, I bred him, I gave birth, I'm the one raising this and that. It's kind of like I see what he's trying to say. It make him come off. Not saying that that's what he's doing, but on the outside looking in, it make him come off as, yeah, you still seeing him as a little boy. You still seeing him as a little boy. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. So it is what it is. But anyway, let me tell y'all this Bomac story. Bomac, Bud, Coach Red. I'm at Bud's house in Colorado Springs. Was at the training camp, at his house. Matter of fact, I think I slept on the couch or some shit. It was a bunch of us over there. The securities, shout out to Wayne, I didn't. You know what? I didn't see Kasim. So shout out to Wayne Kasim, but I don't think Kasim was there. Shout out to Wayne, Allen the Herbalist, Bomac, Bernie was there. It was Coach Red, Saul, and the chef was in there cooking. Was it Bomac? Somebody was in there cooking. I forgot who it was. They had them cook some shit, right? And Bud was in his room asleep. So we're watching Antonio Barrera versus Eric Morales. 1, 2, and 3. Probably one of the best fights I've ever seen. So we sitting there talking, right? So Bomac say, like with Bud, it's we got 3 trainers. Bomac the lead trainer. But if you talk to Bomac say, even though I'm the lead trainer, my voice is not more important than Red or Saul. I have them there because we got 3 lead trainers. I'm not a lead by myself. Red is a lead, Saul is a lead. And then Bernie on the side. So we all have input when Bud is fighting in the ring. Bomac told me, he say, look, man, like, if you look at when Bud is in the corner, I talk to him and give him instructions. And then I ask Saul, I say, Saul, tell him what you see. Then Saul to tell Bud what he see. Red, you got some input? Red to say something. So they have a team approach. The only way that'll work, and everybody has a voice. Everybody has a voice. If Bomac had a massive ego, them niggas couldn't say nothing. Bomac Saul, what you see? Because Saul worked with Bud when it come to fighting on the inside. That inside fighting you see Bud do, Saul worked with him on that. Coach Red worked with him on that too. That inside, how to slip, block, hand-eye coordination. Like they work with him, right? All 3 of these dudes bring something different dimension to Bud training to prepare him for a fight. Then you got Coach Chet. That's a strength and conditioning coach. Okay, who we fighting, what we need to do. Okay, for this fight, what we trying to accomplish. Okay, so this fight, because Bomac don't study the opponent. And they don't take nobody lightly. They don't say, well, it don't matter what that nigga do, what they do. No, I take that. They do say that. But once they know that they are prepared, like we don't prepare, we ready. It don't matter what they gonna do. His ass done. Because we don't dice them up. Because Saul studying them, Red studying them, Bomac studying them, and Bernie the Boss are studying them. Well, this way he's strong at, this way weak at, this way we can exploit. What you see, Esau? Yeah, I see this over here. Okay, what you see, Red? Well, this what I see. Yeah, what you see, Bomac? Well, Bomac, like, yeah, I see the same thing y'all see, man. Well, whatever game plan y'all come with, let's make it work. And he kind of like the overseer. Bomac kind of like the overseer. Give his little input in there and all that stuff there. He kind of like make sure everybody doing what they supposed to do. And it worked. And it worked. You get what I'm saying? It worked for them. So I say all that to say this: if there were massive egos in this, and then someone like a Terrence Bud Crawford is a multi-millionaire. He's a 8-figure guy, but he take care of his entire team. When he fight, they eat. He's so humble. He's always willing to learn, and he listen to everybody. He take everybody input. I need my body to look like this, and I need to work on this to prepare me for this particular fight. That's where your strength and conditioning coach come in, right? So Bomac, like, you know what I mean? There's no ego with him. But let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man. So, but that 80-20 principle, is from Steve Jobs, and I got that from Kevin O'Leary. And I didn't like this guy, but I'm like, man, if it's one guy that I would love to learn up under, to be my mentor in the business world, it'd be Kevin O'Leary. I'm not saying the only guy. I said, but if it's the one guy that I wouldn't mind, it'd be him. Because he's a tough teacher. He's a no nonsense disciplinarian type guy. But he's smart. It's all outdoors. And the ability to be able to focus on the assignment without any distractions is one of the hardest things in the world to do in today's time in the world of distractions. So, you know, it is what it is. Shout out to Aquila. Shout out to Lady Shan. Willie Sumlin. Jamie from New York. Oh, hold on, I think we got a cash out. We got a cash out. Hold on, guys. We got cash apps. Shout out to Freddie. For dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy for the support.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, man. So listen, man. Shout out to Ramon. Cash out. For dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said it's levels. There's levels to this. Hey, you know what? When certain fighters say levels, I'm like, man, levels, man. Yeah, you know what, dog? You know, it is what it is. Shout out to A-Sal-T. But I see that in Brian Norman Jr. What I see in Brian Norman Jr. is this. I see a level of maturity. For him to sit back and be honest with himself and say, you know what, man, I didn't have respect for my opponent. I didn't respect Devin Haney. Like, he believed the hype. He believed that, yeah, I'm going to knock this dude out. I'm going to do this and do that. You know, my dad, right? I'm going to do this. Whatever I heard online, I'm going to do that. And he realized where he went wrong at. So for him to sit back and say, yeah, man, I went wrong right here. And to be honest with yourself, because when you got that pride won't let you look at yourself in a critical eye. When you got that pride. But that pride a mother. When you got that pride, when pride and ego combine together, it's a deadly cocktail. Pride and ego is a deadly cocktail. Because someone that have a lot of pride and have a huge ego, you can't tell them anything. Especially if they know it already. There's no room for improvement. You can't be taught anything. Because you're not willing to be taught because you know it all, and your pride and ego won't allow you to be taught anyways because you already know it. Especially if the information that you are receiving that you can apply to yourself that can help you is coming from a source that you really don't like or respect. I remember I was talking to I was in the Nation, right? And I was talking to my granddaddy, Kareem from Harlem, Minister Abdul Kareem Muhammad. And he said, brother, he said, you see that we're not this some real shit. I think we was having some tea or something. He said, brother, you know, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he's always talking about Elijah Muhammad. He said, Elijah Muhammad talk about, you know, brother, you got this bottle, right? This is a water bottle. The water bottle, there's nothing in it. He said, brother, in order for me to pour new wine or new water back into the bottle, the old wine got to be dumped out. You never pour new wine into an old wine glass without washing it out or without pouring out the old wine. If the vessel is still holding on to the old wine, if the vessel is still containing the old wine that's inside of it, there's no room to learn anything new. Did you get what I'm saying? And in order for you to, I'm going to piggyback on something that happened to me. I told y'all my background as it relates to, from a religious standpoint. Grew up in the church as a teenager. No, once I, told y'all my mother background, stuff like that, Black Panther, stuff like that. Then I joined the Nation of Islam when I was like 18 years old. I was 18. And I really believed a lot of shit that I was taught. pseudoscience. I already believed a lot of this shit. And there was things that I did in my life that was based on that belief. Now, the belief was wrong. I didn't find out years later that it was wrong. But I had to, over time, I had to study. I had to see certain things. And I used to diminish, I used to just dismiss it. And I didn't accept any information that did not confirm what I wanted to believe. Because in my mind, what I believe is the right way. I was stubborn and narrow-headed and pig-headed. It took me to bump my head 1,000 times in order for me to finally get it. So over a period of time, I had to analyze everything in my life that I believed. And I had to deprogram myself and then reprogram myself with the new information, because the information that I had in my mind that I believed did me no good. But I was holding on to it because I knew what I knew was right and this and that. But years later, I realized I was wrong. So it took a lot for me to be able to look myself in the mirror and look at myself from a critical standpoint and critical thinking skills and say, you know what, man, you was wrong on this. All this shit you believe was wrong. Open your mind up and listen to different people and learn different schools of thought. And it was when I did that, that's when I started becoming successful. And now where I'm at now in my life is doing real good. But it all started with me analyzing everything I believed, challenging everything I believed. My mother loved me. She did the best she can do. But everything mama taught me wasn't right. My homeboy said he loved me. He did the best he can do. But everything I learned from him and from the streets wasn't right. My granddaddy loved me. He did the best he can do under the circumstances. But everything he taught me wasn't right. He taught me a lot of right, but everything wasn't right. And as a man, I had to go out and really realize, I just had to analyze this shit. And I had to do some self-reflecting, and I had to be honest with myself. Man, I was wrong. That's very hard to do. That's very hard from a man that has a huge ego and prideful to do. The only way you can do some self-analyzation of yourself, you got to strip the pride and strip the ego. And if the pride and the ego is still there, that's always going to be roadblocks and build roadblocks to blocking your growth and development in the future. So I say all that to say this. I admire what Brian Norman Jr. Said in that interview. And if he feel that this is the way for him to go, I believe that, you know, he looked at it, took an honest assessment, and he came to his conclusion. Now, if Brian Norman Jr. was to go on and lose more fights, let's say he get knocked out his next fight or lose another fight or lose another one or something of that sort. Now you got to sit back and look like, okay, well, shit, he fired it. He was listening to them niggas on the internet. He fired his daddy, but goddamn it, he's still losing. So he can't blame the daddy no more. You get what I'm saying? So that's just how that go down. Shout out to Ramon. Shout out to Aquila. Shout out to Dr. Mario. Shout out to Tila. Shout out to Schoolo. What's going on, brother? Hollow Davis. Shout out to Brandon Sweet Like Candy. Who else we got in the building, man? We got shout out to Miss Connie. Shout out to Miss Sheila. Who else we got in the building, man? Shout out to Yarmis. Shout out to Yarmis. Let's see. Shout out to Dr. Mario. It is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is, man. I'm going to give everybody else a shout out. I want to dedicate this show to the hood. Then we're going to give everybody a shout out in the wrap.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yeah, but now I don't have the shackles of my ego in the way anymore. I don't really take a lot of shit too serious anymore. I'm not as militant as I used to be. I'm very, very lighthearted now. Love talking shit. You know, talking shit is that's a hobby. That's a hobby in the South. We some shit talking motherfuckers. I love talking shit. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, only thing I like more is three. Listen, I got three things in life that I love: talking shit, laughing, and smoking good green.
True.
Now, of course, making money. Of course, that's you know, Got some shit I'm working on that's big, but anyways, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Those three things right there, that right there, you know what I mean? Like it help you live longer. Talk some shit, laugh, kiki. You get what I'm saying? You know, run a little green every now and then. Everybody may not do green. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying what works for me. Now, what worked for me may not work for you. You got to do what worked for you. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you what worked for me. All the men in the chat, I told y'all, man, I went and got all my blood work done. Everything right with my heart. Everything is right with got the colonoscopy. Y'all got to get that shit done. Prostate, everything good. 1.1. PSA is 1.100, which is I got the prostate of a 17-year-old. I'm just saying, healthy as a horse. Advise you men to go get that done, okay? You know what I mean? So, I told a couple of people I know to go get it done, but I know they ain't gonna go get it done. They're not, but it is what it is, fam. It's on them. All I can do is break it to them. I'm gonna give everybody a shout out, man. But J-Rock say he said that's how it goes. My dad 70. He done had 2. Yeah, you got to get him every 10 years. He say more power to y'all, no duty. Hey man, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a story. I got a homeboy named Pete McIntyre. He's dead now. He passed away. I used to train with him, right? We used to be in the gym hitting it, getting it, lifting the shit, doing all kind of different like powerlifting competitions for different weight classes and shit. I'm mean at that shit. I got a couple of homeboys that passed away of cancer. Literally. I went to school with them. Pete would never go to the doctor. Black men don't like doctors. That is. You don't know what the fuck going on with your body. But he got sick. He got sick this time. So they went there. They say, look, man, they say, man, you got cancer, bro. He's like, what you mean I got? He had colon cancer. Colon cancer is the most easiest cancer to get rid of and live. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is if they catch it early, it's not a death sentence. But he didn't want to go to the doctor. Same shit J-Rock saying. Yeah, man, I ain't finna be going that shit there, yada, 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 blah, this quasi. Guess what? When I found out he was dying, you know what he told me? He said, man, I was on that macho shit, man. I ain't want to go get that prostate and all that shit done, man. Damn, the doctor told me if I'd have got that shit done early, man, they would have caught it. When they found out he had stage 4, he out of there.
True.
So I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that. Because when that time come, God forbid if nothing bad happened. But I want you to remember that. Now, I don't know how old you were, J-Rock, but I want you to remember that. You dig? So shout out to Aquila. Okay. Shout out to G5. Okay. Shout out to Ramon. Okay. Yeah, I don't have like 5 homeboys died of cancer. Dead right now. Prostate, colon, for like 5 homeboys. Literally, bro. Like it's like, damn, what the fuck? Diabetes, like they ain't taking care of themselves. They ain't taking care of themselves, bro. You get what I'm saying? So, shout out to Lady Shan. Okay. Shout out to Ramon. Okay. Shout out to let's see, Curtis. Okay. Let's see, we got J-Rod, we got MW2. Okay. We got Aquila Shaku Hands. Okay. School old Dr. Paul Evans. Okay. Let's see, we got Shout out to Dr. Alley. Okay. Let's see what else we got in the building, man. Shout out to Q-Zone. Okay. H-Town T. Okay. Shout out to Dr. Paul Evans. I said Dr. Paul.
Okay.
Daniel.
Okay.
Shout out to let's see what else we got. Shout out to Big Money Walt.
Okay.
Mr. Tomato Can.
Okay.
Shout out to Hollow Davis.
Okay.
Shout out to Mika.
Okay.
Shout out to Highlight Space. We got Big Willie in the building. Shout out to Cream Corn. Let's see, we got T-Mac in the building. Yeah, man, and it is what it is, man. I catch you guys tomorrow. We got Jeff Mayweather coming on the show, man. And listen, the Mayweather, we got a Mayweather. I told you I'm gonna give y'all a Mayweather now. May not be the one you want, but you know what I mean. It's the next thing that's close to it. So yeah, that's the best I can do. Y'all got to work with me on there. You did. Catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.